Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OTS News. My name is Mean Marky D, Pile Driving Geeks. Since 1973, the biggest mark in the IWC. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I stopped watching Dynamite after that women's tag team match. I didn't need anything else tonight, man. Holy shit! Now I know what Toni Brown is talking about, man. Oh my goodness. Hey, yo, TK, forget women's tag team championships, man. Just put them on Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa, man. Nobody gives a shit about anything else, man. Oh my God. Yo, Toni, what are you doing over there, bro? I'm talking about Storm. Listen, you still with juice. I can't have this, man. Get him out. That's what I say. Now listen, man. I don't want to start leaving Thunder Rosa out of this thing, man. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. What about Jamie? All right, well, we got to get back to business, man. We got to be professional. I'm sorry, man. Listen. I just call it like I see it, okay? It was a great match. Is that what you want to hear? Also, the Ass Boys, they got dumped tonight. Over the edge in a dumpster, just like Friday Night SmackDown. While Max Caster references Vince McMahon retiring. Oh, the marks online, man. How could they? WWE's living rent-free in Tony Khan's head. Whatever. Same shit, man. Go find a hobby. Go touch some grass. Same shit every fucking week, man, with these goddamn people. And Wheeler Yuta, man. Wheeler Yuta with a great performance tonight against Chris Jericho. Too bad he got stretched. He got stretched in the old-fashioned, old-school lion tamer, man. A thing of beauty. It's what I call wizardry. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, beverages are cold, the food is hot, the Ferris wheel is fucking annoying, man, because all I hear is children screaming like they're about to fucking go on a death ride. Anyway, I'm Mean Marky D. I got another banger coming up, and then we'll get the show started.
Just wanna go back in time and avoid it. York Ace has arrived. I just got word from the venue. Somebody asked if I ever played Red Skies on a Wednesday night. Listen, bro, if I play Red Skies on a Wednesday night, you know there's a fucking problem, bro. Now, on Friday, that's a different story, man. It's a weekly occurrence. Tony Khan, man. I want to buy Tony Khan a White Claw next time I see him, bro. Oh, what does he drink? Truly? What does he drink? White Claw? What are all those cool kids drinking nowadays? White Claws? I'll just take an old-fashioned, man. Yo, TK, listen. The show, it's paced beautifully, man. I love it. I love it. We're actually in a renaissance, man. We got Monday Night Raw, surprisingly putting on a great wrestling on Monday. We got a great wrestling show on Wednesday, man. Can SmackDown complete the trifecta? It'll be the first time ever. Dynamite was great tonight, man. Flowed beautifully, great wrestling, storylines, build to All Out. We got a huge betrayal by Adam Cole, baby. Anna Jay choked out some poor geek in the back. It's a great night. It's a great night, man. It's a great night all around, man. It's a great night because I got myself my liquid death. It's ice cold. And whatever you guys are drinking tonight, I hope it's ice cold. And we're going to the beer garden, man. Jesse's already there cleaning up the fucking taco truck because he's Thunder Rosie's speech. But I got one question before we get the hell out of here, man. What the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there. AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for August 3rd, 2022. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Wednesday nights, wherever you may be. I am joined by my very good friend, as always, Mr. Jesse, the Chi-Town Smart. What's going on, brother?
What up with you, bro?
Not much, man. What a show tonight. Excellent show, man. Excellent week so far of pro wrestling, man. I'm feeling good this week, man. For the first time since you've known me, man. You know me a while. I feel fucking great this week.
Yeah, it's been a week to feel great, man.
I know. It's crazy.
But wait, we have a pressing question here right now.
A pressing question.
Yes. Who had a better week? That production assistant that got choked out by Anna Jay or Dominic Mysterio?
I'm going Anna Jay, bro.
Anna Jay?
I'm going Anna Jay. I know people personally that are going to choose Rhea Ripley.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Dominic was pretty close up in there, man. He was right there.
Listen, man. You know, I don't know. Personal preference.
Bro, if he just would have.
Yes. All he had to do was a 180.
Bro. His whole life would have changed right there, bro.
I'm going Anna Jay, bro. I don't care. She's more my type, man. I'm not saying anything negative about Rhea Ripley, but Anna Jay's more my type.
Bro, people in the chat saying they can't hear me.
Turn your mic up, man. I told you this. I got you pumping at full blast, but there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing. I got you on full blast, bro. I told you this was going to be a problem.
Okay. How about now?
That's better. There you go.
Makes 0 sense, bro. And you know what? You know why?
You could actually be a little louder.
This makes no sense, bro. You know why?
Bro, you could be a little louder. I'm telling you right now.
All right, man. It's all the way up, bro.
All right. That's all I can do. You're turned up full blast, bro.
That makes it, bro. My mic volume is now 50% higher than what it normally is every week, and you telling me it's not your end?
No, I could even send you. I can even send you a screenshot right now.
Right on, man. Let's do it. Let's go. You have way more levels than me, man, because you're using OBS. You have way more mic level adjust. I only have
well, you know, if I make you any louder, I'm gonna actually I turned up my headset volume. That's not good. If I turn you on any louder, bro, it's gonna be. Let me see. I could turn you up. Where's desktop audio here? I could turn you up. Let's see.
They're saying it's still low, and I'm jacked all the way up. Tell me it's me now.
Yeah, you're low, bro.
Bro, I'm all the way. I can't go any louder.
You're low.
I can't go any louder.
I'm trying to make you louder here. Bear with me, folks.
I promise you that's on your end. You're going through two different mic levels. You're going through your OBS and your
bro. I'm in advanced settings on OBS right now. Say something now.
Something now.
Yeah, he should be louder than me now.
1, 2. I am complete max level of my mic input. I can't go any louder anywhere else. I have no other settings to use.
He's hiding from Rosa. They can hear you. You sound better now. Okay. There you go. The littlest of technical difficulties. Listen, folks, I told him this was going to be a problem before we even started.
So you think I should have turned it up?
They're saying you're fine now.
Oh, okay.
Bro got quieter? Nah, he didn't get quieter. Come on.
Okay, I'll leave it where it is.
Maybe he's scared. He's talking in a very soft and timid voice.
Maybe that's it, man. Maybe it's all me, right? It's got to be all Jesse. That's what I was thinking.
Anyway, actually, no. Actually, you listen, man. I don't know what the fuck. Listen. Hold on one second. I'm gonna make this guy even louder right now. Watch. I put him. I added 15 decibels to his microphone.
15 decibels to my microphone.
There you go.
Does that help? I can't go any louder. If I could, I would turn it up just to appease, but I can't.
He's still quiet. We got it. I fixed it. Don't worry about it. I had to go into the advanced settings now. This guy, I don't know. This guy apparently, bro, you got to use OBS.
I can't use OBS.
You got to use OBS.
How the fuck do I use OBS doing StreamYard?
I'll figure out a way.
You can't, dude.
I'll figure out a way. He's better. Look. There he is. Look. Now he's loud as fuck.
There you go. I just sent you an image. There's people are saying it's up and it's down, bro. It's not my end. It's not my end. Look at the picture I just sent.
This guy's sending me pictures of his mixer now.
But it's all the way up. There's nothing else to do.
Bro, you got the inferior mixer. That's the fucking problem. I told you to go return this fucking pile of garbage, bro. Anyway,
Bro.
let's get on with the show.
Bro.
He went back down again? I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you.
We started the StreamYard really early this time. Maybe that was it?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Why does he keep going? Why does he keep fluctuating in sound?
Maybe I'm turning it up and down with my wireless. Hold on, let's see. Up, down.
I don't know. Listen, let's get on with the show. Jesse's whispering. I don't know. I don't know, man. Listen, I added 15 decibels to his fucking to his microphone. Anyway, we're gonna go on with the show. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna monitor it throughout the evening. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you joining me on Off the Script. There's always a fucking problem, man. There's always a fucking problem. There's always a problem. Dynamite tonight, bro. Yes. Yeah, you're showing everybody, bro. I don't know what you're doing over there. Dynamite tonight, man. I said it in the beginning. Tony Khan, we complained about it 2 weeks ago, and he's put together a string of very good, concise and very direct shows. There's a lot of room for this shit to breathe the last couple of weeks, and I'm glad to see it. And I'm glad that he's one of those guys that takes the feedback and he applies it and he goes out and does better. And that's exactly what we got tonight. And there was a great build for the all-out pay-per-view. We got Adam Cole and Red Dragon turning on the Young Bucks. That was the big storyline of the entire evening, and that is the big storyline going into the pay-per-view and this Trios tournament. So we'll start off with that. This is years in the making, Jesse, and this is a gripe that Adam Cole has held within for years because he hasn't forgotten what the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and the Bullet Club did to him. They wrote him off or killed him off on BTE. They held a seance for him. He got banished to NXT, where he had a great run in NXT under Triple H, and now he's back, and he's talking about loyalty and dedication. And he turned his back and betrayed his best friends, Jesse. This is awesome. And we'll talk about what this may lead to and the possibility of a Kenny Omega return. But what do you think of tonight's major beginnings of this storyline with Adam Cole betraying the Young Bucks?
I think the story has been writing itself for the past few months.
Yeah.
And they're starting to unveil it. It all comes together. It makes sense the way that Kenny Omega left and the amount of time he's been gone. When he comes back, you can't help but, he's gonna be a babyface. You can't help that. So when he comes back as a babyface, the Bucks are now a babyface. It'll be Kenny with the Bucks, and it will be Red Dragon and Adam Cole. Done and done, right there.
So you're saying that's going to be the Trios final?
I don't know about the final, but that's gonna be a featured match right there. We're gonna be looking at for sure. I guess it would make more sense in the final, sure. But well, maybe they eliminate each other and put over another Trios team.
Possibility, or maybe the Undisputed Elite with this breakup. Adam Cole, I don't know what they're gonna call themselves now moving forward. I believe they have a trademark name. I read it a while back. I forgot what it was, but maybe Kenny Omega. Maybe it is the finals, and Kenny Omega resurfaces at the pay-per-view and costs Adam Cole and company the Trios tournament. We get Paige and the Young Bucks winning the Trios tournament and the titles, just like how Paige and Omega won the tag team championships. Put those titles on an already established trio, get them set the foundation for them to drop it to another team like Paige and Omega did with the tag team championships, and that would probably serve the beginning stages of Adam Cole and Kenny Omega feuding in a one-on-one capacity, because you told me tonight this certainly sets up Kenny Omega coming back in a major role, and I don't know what they would have him do outside of the Adam Cole match right at the top, because before he even went away, Adam Cole was kind of giving him the side eye, or Kenny Omega had, kind of gave Adam Cole this weird look before he went away, if you remember that.
Yeah.
So they're probably building towards that.
Yeah, absolutely. And first off, who's changing their name?
Who changed whose name?
Who's everybody's saying that they're going to Paragon. Who's changing their name?
Yeah, that was the name. Paragon. Yes, Paragon was the name that they had trademarked. I don't know if that was something for Adam Cole and company to use, but I do remember reading about that. Yes.
I just bought a fucking Undisputed Elite t-shirt.
Well, the Undisputed Elite is dead, bro.
What the fuck, man?
They are no more, bro. You own ancient history now.
I want an exchange or something, man.
Throw it on eBay. Get your money back. Just like how you got to get your money back on that fucking Roadcaster 1, bro.
Bro, here's where I'm gonna get mad. Let me tell you where I'm gonna get mad. You're sitting there putting the blame on me, and then you're gonna find out, and you know it's on your end.
No.
It's on your end, and you fucking know it.
It's not on my end, bro. I'll take a screenshot after the fucking thing is over, but I haven't touched you since the beginning. You're on full blast,
You're the one that keep moving from site to site and equipment to equipment. My shit has not changed in months.
Adam Cole, baby.
Right.
Adam Cole, baby. It's great to see him back. Do we get Omega back before All Out, is the question. Does he come back next week at Quake by the Lake? Is there an earthquake in Kenny Omega?
Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you. I asked you a question. Is there an earthquake coming in the form of Kenny Omega next week?
No, he should be back at All Out. That's what oh my God, I'm so loud in my ear, man. Let me turn myself down. He should be back at All Out. That's what the rumors are saying, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been out long enough to the point where, I mean, as long as there was no substantial setback or particular injury, he's cleared. He should be easily cleared and ready to go. I mean, barring any major kind of setbacks. And the timing of it right now, it all makes sense with All Out coming out and everything else. And with the amount of people out, Kenny Omega coming back can refresh everything.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I think this, a lot of people are making a big deal about the ratings and AEW not being as hot as they were last year. I mean, they're never going to be able to duplicate what they did last year, because it was the introduction of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson and CM Punk and that Grand Slam, the first year of Grand Slam. You're not going to be able to duplicate that. So a lot of people are it's almost like, the first of an epic trilogy, and the first one's always great, and then the next year they come out with part 2, and it's never really able to live up to the first part. It's exactly what we're watching here. So I don't understand what everybody's big deal is. Tony Khan is going to right the ship, and he's going to get all these names back at the same time, and then I still want to see people fucking complain that he's not putting on good television. But yes, the injuries have definitely hampered storylines, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that man had fucking storylines that he wanted to put on TV for our enjoyment, and he couldn't because everybody was out injured. MJF is out, Omega's out, Cole's out. These are major storylines that we're going to take the company into the fucking summer. Yeah, he had to write stories, on the back end to keep this brand afloat, the fucking show afloat, and none of them consisted of top stars. No, I agree. I mean, for the tools he's been given, I mean, he's done an amazing job. I mean, and again, it's one of those things where, like, if it would have failed, I would have been one of the first ones looking at him like, how did you fail at this? The roster was so bloated. Yeah. But he didn't. He didn't. I mean, it's not like he made, chicken salad out of chicken shit. He made chicken salad out of a batch of fantastic ingredients. He just could have made something better if he had his full roster. So, I mean, the roster kind of just books itself as far as talent goes. All you gotta do is put together something that's interesting and you win. And that's what he did. So we'll see what happens with Kenny Omega. Everybody's talking about Omega coming back imminently. Whether it's Quake by the Lake next week, major show, or it's All Out, this Trios Championship tournament is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. The other major story that happened tonight, Jesse, was the Christian Cage storyline. I've seen a lot of people talking about this. He did wrestle Matt Hardy in a very good match. I mean, I don't want to see it ever again, but they went out there and they worked their ass off, which was great. But the story of it was after the match where Christian Cage, he was about to do a one-man concerto on Matt Hardy face up, which would have been absolutely fucking brutal. And then all of a sudden Luchasaurus comes out and we hear that evil Luchasaurus music and he walks down the aisle. And then all of a sudden Jungle Boy gets into the ring and he chases off Christian Cage. And he's wearing a t-shirt that said Christian Cage is a pussy, which I hope goes on sale on AEWshop.com. I'd be a first day buyer. But regardless of that, Luchasaurus, bro, we still don't know what's going on with Luchasaurus. He hasn't said a fucking word since all of this has gone down and Jungle Boy's got back to TV. He stood behind Jungle Boy last week after that very, very intense promo cut by Jungle Boy. And he walked down the aisle today almost as if it was a setup, but we still don't know his intentions. Do you think that Tony Khan is leaving it open for Jungle Boy to get betrayed at All Out and Luchasaurus end up joining Christian Cage when they inevitably meet at the pay-per-view? That's what it seems like to me.
No, that's exactly what's happening, man. I mean, there's been no clear indicator from Luchasaurus. I mean, to be honest, there's been no clear indicator either way of his real loyalty since Jungle Boy returned. But if he was full babyface, it feels like it would have been acknowledged by now.
Yeah.
The ambiguity of it leaves it open for a full heel turn, which is much going to be much to Luchasaurus' benefit at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think, and we've been on that boat for the last couple of weeks now. I think we're all in agreement that Luchasaurus should definitely be a heel. There really isn't anything for Jurassic Express to do as far as a tag team capacity goes, but I'm very interested to see where they go with that because Luchasaurus has been that big question mark in this entire storyline. He hasn't really said much of anything, and we know that behind the mask, there's a very, very intelligent human being, and everybody's waiting to hear from him and his explanation, but it should all play out at the pay-per-view. And then Wheeler Yuta in the main event against Chris Jericho. We got a little glimpse of Lionheart Chris Jericho as he defeated Wheeler Yuta. I think this was a very predictable match. Very good, but very predictable match. We got the return of the Lion Tamer, bro, and he stretched Wheeler Yuta out more so than I remember anybody else, and he didn't let go until Jon Moxley came down and saved the day and chased off Chris Jericho. We're looking at that world title match next week, and it will be Jericho and Moxley in Minneapolis at Quake by the Lake. Any thoughts on what we saw tonight with Yuta and Jericho, and how you feeling about this Jericho match going into next week with Jon Moxley?
It's a fantastic match. Giving Jericho the win over a Wheeler Yuta, someone who's been, just white hot and protected. It's a boost. It's a boost to Jericho to put him in the position to get him ready for Mox. There's no shame in losing to Chris fucking Jericho. So this was a win-win on both sides. I mean, if I had my pickings though, I don't think I liked Wheeler Yuta tapping out while in the Blackpool Combat Club though.
Well, I mean, it is Chris Jericho.
I get it.
And it is the Lion Tamer, and he doesn't pull that out for anybody.
I get it. Give me a pass out or a pinfall. I get it. But just out of respect for Blackpool Combat Club, I'm not fucking tapping out. You gotta kill me.
Conspicuous by his absence tonight, man. No Bryan Danielson.
No Bryan Danielson.
Do we see him next week at Quake by the Lake to set up this Jericho-Bryan match at All Out?
I don't know, man. I don't know if Bryan was really back. It seemed like he just came back to, just kind of get Garcia over, move the storylines along, and maybe he's still out for a little bit. I don't know. It kind of feels like if he was gonna be back, he would have been here tonight.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
But who knows?
I mean, listen, man. We had him get his ass kicked last week. Yeah. Daniel Garcia beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I could, if he's back, then I don't know why he didn't come out tonight.
Yeah,
I don't get that much. I mean, but again, Bryan is, probably one of the few people back there who gets to pretty much do what he wants when he wants, within reason. And maybe he wanted to come back and put Garcia over right away. Who knows?
And we'll see. I think he will be. I think he will be at the pay-per-view. I hope. I mean, I don't think Tony Khan will put him in the ring if he wasn't cleared. So maybe it's just one of those things where he didn't need him this week, and he's just letting things marinate and breathe on the way to the pay-per-view. But that was pretty much the major instances on tonight's show. But I do have news that I want to go over. There was a lot of AEW news. It was a heavy AEW news day today. And it's all started off with the video game. We'll get into that in a little bit because I find that to be the lesser of the news articles here. Early this morning, I got an email, and it was in regards to AEW announcing expansion of talent relations and development team. So this is a great piece of information if you guys don't know. Also in this news update, Madison Rayne, who is heavy or was heavy in the Impact Wrestling realm, has joined the company. She will be making her in-ring debut on Friday. I don't know if it's going to be an every week thing with her or she's going to join the women's division full time, but I'll get into her role in a little bit. Jesse, they announced roles for Sanjay Dutt, QT Marshall, Pat Buck, Tony Schiavone, and Madison Rayne will be joining the women's division as a coach for the women's division. And Tony Khan has expanded talent relations. Obviously, this is following that incident with Jonathan Gresham. There was a lot on Tony Khan's plate. A lot of people placed the blame on Tony Khan. A lot of people placed the blame on Jonathan Gresham for being unprofessional as well. And that whole incident that came out of Death Before Dishonor. This is a great piece of information here and a great move by Tony Khan to expand talent relations. Because I talked about it when we talked about it initially with the Gresham story breaking on OTS. I said Tony Khan is doing a little bit too much as far as doing everything on his own. He's running Dynamite. He's running Rampage. He's head booker. He's this. He's that. He's running Ring of Honor when he's got to put on a show for Ring of Honor. He's got 1,000 other fucking things he's doing. The one thing that you and I talked about, bro, is he's going to burn himself out. Now, Ring of Honor doesn't have a TV deal yet, and we don't know what the future is for Ring of Honor. But as far as talent relations go, if you are doing what you're doing now with both companies, you're going to need a solid backing in talent relations just in case anything like this Gresham thing arises again. And it looks like he's going out there and rectifying that, and he's putting people in place so there isn't all this shit on his plate. I think this is an excellent move.
Yeah, it makes sense. You gotta delegate and hold accountable, man. You can't do it all yourself. Did you get the last text I just sent you?
I did.
Someone in the chat mentioned this. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that they revealed the start of the bracket for the Trios tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. This is according to Wikipedia.
Now, this is Wikipedia, dude. I mean, the dude in the chat could have, done this.
Yeah.
But I don't know who put this up.
House of Black versus To Be Announced. No, it's House of Black versus Best Friends. Death Triangle versus Undisputed Elite. Is that what I'm reading here?
No, I got House of Black versus. Wait, this is fucking confusing, isn't it?
Yes.
So House of Black versus TBA.
So right now, what Wikipedia is saying, folks, it says House of Black is in the tournament. Best Friends are in the tournament. Death Triangle's in the tournament. And Undisputed Elite's in the tournament. We don't have any opponents for any of those 4 teams. That's what it says.
No, and the bracket is very confusing to read.
Some fucking geek went on there and did it himself. We don't really have any confirmation, and we won't really speak of it until Tony Khan gives us the real bracket on Dynamite.
Anyone could have done this. If AEW had a preliminary bracket, they would have been the first to put it up on their Twitter profile.
Yes. Yeah, and Tony Khan doesn't like shit, getting leaked like that, so he would not make that readily available until he was completely sure on what was going on.
Yeah.
But this talent relations thing, bro, this is great for Tony Khan. I don't want him to burn out. I don't want him to put so much on his plate that he's got everything to worry about, micromanaging. Things are going to come out saying that he's very controlling and micromanaging. This is great, man. A lot of shit, is going to come down on him, and it eventually will, but he doesn't need to be the center of everything. Putting people in place like this is the best move that he could possibly make.
It is, and I like the fact that he's getting his house in order now.
Yeah.
mean, that's important, dude. I mean, again, there's a lot of different things going on. Not to mention, the company is still trying to expand, and he's at the forefront of all of those negotiations on all fronts. So, not to mention creative, not to mention any of the other tons of business ventures that he has going on in his world. You know, he's got a lot, man. He's got a lot, and he's gonna get burned out if he does not delegate. So, this is great.
And Madison Rayne is going to be a head coach or one of the head coaches there for the women's division. I don't know for sure, but I find it very funny how she was announced as a head coach. And tonight we got probably one of the best women's matches I think AEW's ever put on. That tag team match with those 4 ladies tonight, bro, was fucking great. So I don't know if that had any Madison Rayne feel to it or influence on it. But if it did, I mean, she's already working wonders if that's the case.
Hey, I'm not overly familiar with Madison Rayne.
Me neither. I don't watch Impact.
Yeah. So I mean, if this is her influence, great.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not her influence yet, and she's gonna come in and put an influence on it, great. You know, because the division needs it. So this is fantastic news.
Tony Khan, he was interviewed. He's always interviewed about the many happenings in the world of pro wrestling, and the narrative now is when Tony Khan is getting interviewed, he's always asked about Triple H. How is Triple H and Triple H being head of creative on WWE now, on Raw and SmackDown, how is that going to influence what Tony Khan does on AEW Dynamite? So he was asked about the recent changes in WWE now that Vince McMahon has resigned and Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan are CEOs, and Triple H is now leading Raw and SmackDown creative. Khan stated that it's going to change the competition, and he thinks it's a good thing, but knows as AEW has a big fan base that they'll be fine. And although new people are taking over Vince's position, he doesn't think it will be a bad thing for wrestling fans. He also discussed how the changes benefit wrestlers, giving them more leverage to negotiate between the two companies. He says this, and I quote, "Yeah, I think that's always been a concern, talent jumping from one company to the other, but now probably more so than ever. I imagine that great wrestlers are going to be in demand. Again, I think this is probably going to be good for the wrestling fans because that's one of the most exciting things about pro wrestling is free agency," end quote. Khan continued, "It's one of those things that is missing from the business and has been missing from the business for almost 2 decades since WCW closed down. He called it one of the worst things to ever happen in pro wrestling." Jesse, I know Tony Khan is not really the type of guy that is going to, worry because he's got such a great roster and he's got a lot of great people backing him as well, a lot of great minds in that company working alongside of him, plus that roster and all the great minds that exist there talent-wise. It's going to be a competition, but it's going to be a recurring narrative every time Tony Khan is interviewed and at these scrums during the pay-per-views. Triple H is always going to be mentioned. How do you feel about that? And I know you mentioned to me via text with this Adam Cole betrayal on the Young Bucks. You said something to me about, and I seen it on Twitter too, you tweeted it out, that this was the first move that definitely had been made because of the Triple H effect. What did you mean by that? And do you feel that Tony Khan is feeling the heat now from the fans because of all the optimism now going to WWE that Triple H is there? Or is it something that he's keeping a mindful eye on but not worried about? Because I think Tony Khan, you and I know, and Tony Khan knows that, if he wants to put on great television, he's definitely capable of that.
Yeah, I mean, look, the guy has been putting on fantastic shows and giving us fantastic surprises at pretty much every pay-per-view. So, it's not like it would be weird for him to kick it up into high gear now. We're full-fledged into this all-out run right about now. And he's already kicking all of those feuds into high gear. So, I mean, is the man aware of the change in WWE? Of course. Why are people asking him about it so much? Because it's literally the biggest news in all of pro wrestling history. And Tony Khan and his startup company is literally scraping and trying to do what they can to stay afloat in a business that's been overrun and overtaken by WWE. Now, he's doing a good job at that. But the fact is, his meteoric rise came at a time when WWE was on a seriously creative decline. And now that decline has stopped. And at the very bare minimum, it's leveled off. And in a lot of cases, I believe it's gotten drastically better. So to just get a minute with Tony Khan and not bring up the rise of Triple H and the change of power in WWE would be ridiculous. Of course, it's going to be pretty much the biggest topic he's going to be asked about, over the last couple of weeks. It's humongous news. So what does he do to counter it? I mean, we'll see. I mean, the shit just started. Let's see what he does. But at the same time, he's not going to kick back, put his feet up and say, I don't care. Doesn't bother me. No, the same way he's listened to the fans before, he listens to the fans now. He'll see what's going on. You see the little, the little friendly jabs and stuff like that the wrestlers take at their colleagues over on the other side. I think they're having a blast with this, dude. I think the wrestlers are having a blast, just throwing little jabs at their friends here and there. They're mentioning Vince McMahon in a promo. I mean, I don't like living in a world where we're supposed to pretend like this is the only world and nothing outside of these walls exists. I think it's fucking fun. And of course he's going to be asked about Triple H because he needs to be asked because this is huge for his business. This is humongous for his negotiating tactics. This is huge for everything AEW is the shift in power in WWE. So these are all valid questions by everybody who asked them.
I think everybody in that company knows what Triple H is capable of as well. I mean, this is not fucking day one on the job for him. He did it for 7-8 years in NXT, produced some of the best shows that I personally have ever witnessed in my entire life. So clearly Triple H is going to be a huge difference maker. Everybody knows that. If you don't understand that, then I'm going to need you to get on board with that. With that said, Tony Khan is not going to, like Jesse said, he's not going to lay down and just, not talk about it and not do anything about it. Tony Khan and this news is going to make AEW better. That's the way I feel. He's going to take this, he's going to apply it, and AEW is going to be a better show for it because Tony Khan knows if he falls a step behind, that is a fucking monster that I don't know. Listen, I don't want to say you can't overcome it, but it's going to be a very difficult monster to slay. And you don't want to get behind if Triple H, and you know this for a fact, Jesse, you don't want to get behind if Triple H is getting fucking momentum and getting hot because you know what that fucking guy's capable of.
No, we saw what he was capable of with a limited budget, a limited roster, and limited TV time. This guy was given 1 hour a week and somehow managed to produce the best wrestling in the world. Now he's given 5 live hours a week, every week, with a insanely talented roster and a unlimited bank account. I think so. Creatively, AEW can just do what they want to do. Just do what they continue to do creatively. I think the shift in power in WWE is mainly going to hit AEW in talent negotiations. It is not a foregone conclusion anymore that he's signing people who are just happy to get out of their current environment. Now he has to sign people. He has to convince people. He has to convince people that this is the best company to be at because it's not a foregone conclusion. He can't say, oh, Vince is just going to bury you over there.
No.
That's not the fucking case, bro. I'm going to get a fucking ridiculous push from Triple H. Stephanie's going to sign me to a long-term fucking deal, bro. I mean, so he has to be a lot more aggressive as it pertains to approaching talent these days. And that's why I said from day one, this is fantastic for the wrestlers in the industry right now.
This is great news, people. Don't let it affect you. Don't get negative about it. Don't listen to the geeks online that continue to tell everybody that Triple H is the wrong guy for the job, how AEW is dying and AEW needs to worry. Nobody needs to worry about anything. You're a fan. You don't need to worry about anything. You ain't making money on this shit. You don't own stock. Maybe you do. The rich ones do. You don't own stock. You ain't getting any back end on this. Just enjoy the fucking show for what it is and just enjoy what Triple H and Tony Khan are putting out there. We said this last week. We're going to be in for a wild fucking rest of the summer and into the fall. It's going to be tremendous, and it's going to be, to me, now we actually have Monday and Friday to look forward to. We have to see what he does on Friday. That show was in dire straits more so than Monday Night Raw, believe it or not. But Monday was a great show. Wednesday, we got a great show. Friday, I'm hoping for a great show, and we continue to get great shows. I don't want to come on here 3 days a week fucking being negative. I don't. One day out of the week, I got to be positive, and that's on Wednesdays. Now we got Monday and Friday to potentially be positive about, bro. I'm smiling from ear to ear, man. This is exactly what I want.
Yeah, no, this is literally what we've been asking. It's weird. I'm seeing all of the stuff that people are saying, to you and about you and stuff about why are you always so negative? Can't you just find the good in things? And so you found the good in things in WWE, and well, now you're a fucking Triple H dick rider, bro.
I'm a Papa H cocksucker, bro.
I mean, what the fuck? Why don't you find the negative in this?
I don't know.
I mean,
that narrative's not going to work anymore, man.
And I see people in the chat saying, "Oh, Tony Khan's gotta dig in the pockets and pay these guys." It's not that simple, dude. It's not that simple, and for Triple H either, it's not that simple. The talent now has to weigh a lot of things. Creative is probably the biggest thing to weigh now because money that can be made by AEW or WWE. So where do you think? And it's gonna be on the individual basis. There's no clear cut. All wrestlers should do this right now. No. What is your talent level? What do you bring to the table? Maybe your style is suited better for this company or for that company. And you got to look at creative. Where am I going to be on that roster in 2 years? Probably nowhere. But on that roster, I could climb. There's a lot to weigh. It's not about money anymore. It's about presentation. It's about creative, man. It's about your future and job security, too.
Get Your Trimon in the chat says, great, fantastic. Can we get on with the AEW Dynamite review now? Now you're benched. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know I had bosses. I'm sorry. Telling me to do what you want on my own show. Doesn't work around here like that, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, we're gonna get into the AEW Dynamite review right now. Starting at the top. We'll talk about the video game a little bit later. The video game is the video game. We seen 15 seconds of fucking in-ring action. We'll talk about the video game a little later. But the show started off tonight, Jesse, with Jay Lethal and Orange Cassidy. And we got a great match with these two guys. Looks like they're building Jay Lethal and Wardlow for the Battle of the Belts. It's been announced for Battle of the Belts. We got Jay Lethal versus Wardlow for the TNT Championship. I thought that they would maybe do it for the pay-per-view. Maybe they got a bigger plan for Wardlow for the TNT title at All Out. But the one thing that I noticed here, Jesse, I know I complained about it and you complained about it when we talked about Orange Cassidy and Wardlow and that TNT title match a few weeks back. There was a lot of comedy. There was a lot of joking around, and that's not really the environment Wardlow should be a part of, or the environment that Wardlow should be in. And Orange Cassidy tonight, outside of the little stupid stunt that Chucky T and Trent Beretta pulled, trying to wear a big overcoat and come out looking like fucking 10 feet tall to stand up to Satnam Singh. Outside of that hokey comedy, we got Orange Cassidy kind of limiting the cartoonish stuff that he does. And we got a damn good wrestling match between these two, man. Orange Cassidy was limiting the funny stuff, got in there, wrestled Jay Lethal tonight, and what I thought was a great open to Dynamite. And Jay Lethal's had a hell of a week, too. He was a part of Ric Flair's last match, which I know you watched. And he wrestled Orange Cassidy here tonight and is getting a TNT Championship match on Saturday. So a good week for Jay Lethal.
Yeah, man. As this match was unfolding, and I was looking at it, and I'm watching it, I'm like, Lethal is definitely the guy. Lethal is definitely the guy to get the push in this match. And sure enough, he got the win. Lethal is definitely on a nice little streak. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
A lot of people complained early on, why aren't you using Jay Lethal? He's such a great wrestler. Now he's on TV. I don't hear those people now.
Wait, I know. They're there. They're just complaining about something else. I mean, just wait, man. Give it a minute. I mean, just people, man. I mean, God, I'll be the first to admit, man, I'm the one for looking for instant gratification, but geez, dude, the guy just got here.
Listen, man, that Ric Flair's last match, man, Jesus, I'm glad I didn't spend $30 on that shit, man. Oh, my goodness.
My God.
What a fucking shit show, man.
I made a joke that it was like Weekend at Bernie's, where Ric Flair was Bernie, and my God, that was just so fitting, dude. I mean, they were just Ric Flair. The guy looked like he was about to pass out, literally.
Bro, the one question I had the entire time I watched that match, man, 30 minutes. How much did they pay fucking Undertaker to sit at ringside?
Maybe he.
How much did they pay fucking Mark Hathaway to sit at ringside, bro?
Wasn't he at StarCast?
Oh, he was in Nashville. He had a one-man dead show for SummerSlam, WWE. He was part of the WWE thing. I don't know if he was at StarCast.
Oh, I'm gonna say I don't know, but yeah, they probably did give him the pin. They got Brett, they got Foley.
Probably paid him a cool $6,000 instead of ringside, bro.
I mean, they're his friends. Maybe he, maybe he just got them a seat right there.
To be on camera.
Yeah.
This is the same guy that they pulled from StarCast 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's true, man. He was front row and center, dude. He was right there, planted, dude.
Listen, man. I watched. Shout out to Andrade. He was tremendous in that match.
Yes,
he
yes,
absolutely
he was.
held the fucking match down.
Yes,
and
he
shout out
was.
to Jeff Jarrett too, man. I kind of lowballed Jeff Jarrett a little bit. Oh, nobody gives a fuck about Jeff Jarrett for the special guest referee spot, and really, he was inconsequential. He was a non-factor in that Uso Street Profits match. But my God, man, fit for his age, Jeff Jarrett looks fucking great. Seriously,
He looks great.
I would
He
not
looks
mind
great
him
for
to
his
be in a
age.
one-on-one match with somebody if they wanted to use him on WWE, bro. He looks really good.
He does look fantastic for his age. You can't take that from him
No.
at all. Not at all. I didn't enjoy him in the match as much
Well, I
as you
mean,
did.
it's Double J.
But yeah, I mean, in his defense, I wasn't a big Double J fan back in the '90s either. So
Nah,
There's
we
that.
were more into the Razor Ramones and the. I love Dustin as Gold Dust. That's just me, but that was that time period.
I love giving credit where credit is due. I wasn't a big Double J fan, but I still think, and this is why I don't really like him now, because I think he's still stuck back in the era where his gimmick was really good. He's a fantastic heel.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic heel that knows how to work a crowd.
Yes.
I
And
just-
he's a
I
great
just think
promo.
that- Yeah. I just think that old timey, 80s, 90s shtick is just kind of played in 2022.
Yeah.
That's just a me thing, but it can't take away from what the guy can do. The guy is fantastic. Well, I think he's one of the most underrated and one of the best mid-card heels in like that glory era of wrestling in the last 20 years,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a heel. He's always been a heel. He's fantastic at it, and he draws genuine heat. So I can't take that from him. I'm just not personally a fan of his stick in 2022. That's all.
No, I mean back in that new generation era for WWF. When you think of the Intercontinental Championship, obviously you think of Gold Dust, you think of Razor Ramon. You got to put Jeff Jarrett in that conversation. Every time I think of the IC title during that new generation era, I think of Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I do think Jeff Jarrett brought a lot of prestige to the Intercontinental title. A lot.
So yeah, that was a shit show. So Lethal has a great week so far, and he's getting this TNT title match against Wardlow at the Battle of the Belts. But this was a great match with Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy gaining some momentum. I know his day is going to come, and it's going to be great. I know he's taking a lot of L's as of late, but patience is key with Orange Cassidy. Everybody can't be over at the same time. So like I said, we have Satnam Singh out there, and you got Sanjay Dutt running around, and Satnam Singh's out there, and Chucky T and Trent Beretta. They're dressed as this fucking huge human being dressed in a dress, this trench coat, and they're, Chucky T is on the shoulders of Trent, or maybe it's the other way around, whatever. And they're trying to pretend like they could stand up to Satnam Singh. So they went to the back, and that was the only campy comedy of the match. Lethal hit a dragon screw on Orange Cassidy's left knee. That was the story of the match. And he was stomping the leg into the steel steps to sell the injury. Lethal slapped on a figure four. Orange Cassidy reached the ropes for a break. Lethal hit the lethal combination for a 2 count. Lethal was in control. He's taunting Orange Cassidy. This allowed Orange Cassidy to start a comeback. Diving DDT, second DDT, gets a 2 count. Orange Cassidy called for the orange punch, but couldn't follow up due to the injured leg. He just collapsed in the middle of the ring. He countered a powerbomb attempt into a beach break for a near fall. Orange then went for another orange punch, but Lethal countered into the figure 4, which Orange Cassidy turned over into a cradle. Lethal stopped for the orange punch attempt and countered with a lethal injection for the win. After the match was over, Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh came out to celebrate. Dutt played interviewee here, asking Lethal about Wardlow. Lethal insulted Wardlow and said he'd make a statement out of him. He went to go and do the figure 4 on Orange Cassidy again, but Best Friends came out, and then Wardlow charged to the ring And Lethal and all of his entourage fled the ring. Dutt demanded Wardlow to put the TNT title on the line at Battle of the Belts. Wardlow said, I accept. Welcome to Wardlow's world, and I'm going to whoop that ass. Crowd loved Wardlow here. It's great to see Wardlow in that serious role, finally getting some momentum underneath him against Jay Lethal at Battle of the Belts. Should be a great match. This is actually shaping up card-wise on paper to be the best Battle of the Belts that Tony Khan's put together so far. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do as far as my work is concerned. I may cover it for the hour. I don't know. But I thought this was great, Jesse. Great opening match. Wardlow, Lethal should fucking kill it on Saturday.
No, they will. They will. The outcome should be pretty obvious. You know, I just hate seeing momentum like this get halted, you know. So I want to see the match because I am interested in the match, and I want to see Wardlow win. I just don't want to see Lethal, you know, losing momentum because he is so hot right now.
Yeah.
So hot right now. So I mean, I don't want to see a fuck finish either. So I mean, if we're gonna beat him, just beat him clean, you know, or I mean not clean, but just not a DQ. I mean, if it has to be a fuck finish with interference or some shit that went haywire and Wardlow took advantage of it, great. If you can protect Jay Lethal, that'd be much appreciated because Lethal is so good right now.
What are we doing with Wardlow at All Out? Obviously everybody had the same thing on their minds. And we talked about this last week. Wardlow versus Will Hobbs. I mean, yes, that's a great match. That's a great feud to build towards. But clearly, that's not going to happen because Wardlow is going to be doing something else, and Starks and Hobbs are intertwined now in a storyline. So that may be the match at All Out. That's a great showcase for both of those guys. But what does Wardlow do at the pay-per-view, bro? Who else is there for Wardlow to go one-on-one with?
Well, I'm kind of worried that I think I know who it might be.
And why don't you share that with everybody tonight?
Because I think it might be Satnam Singh.
I listen, bro. I may have to dump you. I'm
sorry.
I'm gonna have to get rid of you, bro. Just like the trash I took out earlier after dinner was over, man. I'm gonna have to dump you.
I'm sorry, man. I feel like I'm
would you
bringing
will that into existence, bro? Seriously, like the tag team titles for AEW. What are you doing to me, bro?
I'm sorry, man. It just feel like that's where it's going. I mean, I don't want to see it either, man. But he's entwined with a feud with this faction, and he's getting ready to go head up with Lethal. He's not facing Satnam. He's not facing Sanjay Dutt. Who's next?
So you mean to tell me that Tony Khan debuted Satnam Singh to the worst reaction in AEW history, and he's going to put Satnam Singh in a match with Wardlow? All for Wardlow to powerbomb him and look great? That's Tony Khan's grand idea to build momentum and make Wardlow look like the fucking monster killer?
Well, it's not the master plan, but I think Satnam Singh is probably a bump in Wardlow's long road. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I mean, it makes sense. You know it makes sense. That's why you're pissed.
We got 2,300 people in here, chat. I want to see. Give me a thumbs down if you hate that idea.
Bro, don't shoot the messenger, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I think.
Now, what did you have to drink tonight, bro? Seriously, what are you drinking over there?
Nothing, man. I got some half
laced
and half
with something.
Arnold Palmer, bro. Arnold Palmer, half and half, bro.
It's laced with. That's what it's fucking laced with. What kind of fucking idea is that, man?
I'm sorry, man. You
Jesus
know that's where
Christ.
it's looking like, man.
I hope to God not. There's got to be
sorry,
somebody else. Give me Wardlow versus Takeshita at All Out. I don't even give a shit. Just put him in there with somebody that we actually like.
That'd be a great match, but unfortunately, the one with Satnam Singh makes more sense, man.
I know. Well, listen, I hope you're wrong, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens. Moving on. Adam Cole's music hit the PA, and it was a great thing to hear. So, Cole, he's out there with Red Dragon and the Young Bucks. Brandon Cutler's out there filming for Being the Elite. Cole said it feels great to be back in the ring, but unfortunately, he's not medically cleared just yet. It's going to be a little bit. He's got a big-time labrum issue. He just got over a concussion, so Adam Cole's not going to be back soon. Hopefully very, very soon. I hope, because the Trios tournament obviously is going to need both of these teams if it's going to be as tremendous as I believe Tony Khan's going to make it. So maybe it's just a couple of weeks off. And he looked great tonight, so maybe that is the case. He says he's had time to process a lot of things, including the success Undisputed Elite have had, He says he's been thinking of ways that they can improve, which is what a leader does. Who appointed him leader of the Undisputed Elite? He did. So I don't know if that was a joint effort here or if Kenny Omega okayed that. So that was a little eyebrow raiser right there. So then he goes on and talks about all 5 of them and how great of a talent they all are. And then he talks about loyalty. He said he came to AEW because of the Young Bucks. That is loyalty. He says he's traveled the globe with O'Reilly and Fish. He said loyalty is power and success is everything. He then shifted to the Trios tournament. He told Matt and Nick that he'd love for the Undisputed Elite to be the winners of the tournament. But if he and O'Reilly are not medically cleared right now, they will not choose Bobby Fish as their partner. They can't do the tournament if they don't choose Fish as their partner. So he goes on to talk about them not doing the tournament. And all of a sudden, Jesse, O'Reilly and Fish attack the Bucks. Cole joins in. So he can't be that far off from being medically cleared if he was actually getting physical tonight. All of a sudden, Adam Hangman Page ran out with a pipe in hand and made the save. There was a great shot before Page came out of a kid crying in the crowd with his father holding him and consoling him. This reminded me of that Miz girl when Miz did what he did and won the world championship and she was fucking angry, but that didn't result in tears. This resulted in tears here, and that was a great camera shot by the AEW production team. So Page is out there with the pipe. Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish fled. Fans chanted cowboy shit. Excalibur asked if this was the reunion the fans have been wanting. Hangman offered his hand to help Matt to his feet. Matt accepted. Bro, looks like the family is back together and the Elite is back.
Bro, I just caught a tweet and delete.
You just caught a tweet and delete.
Yeah.
From who?
From the Renegade Twins.
Get out of here.
Nope. It said, "We are coming to regulate." And it had a clip of them in the ring with Kayla Sparks and Kylan King or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I went to go like it, and it's gone.
We are coming to regulate.
Well,
save that for because that match followed this segment. So save that, and we'll talk about the Renegade Twins and why this is pertinent to the topic of discussion here on OTS.
Yes.
But the family's back together, Jesse. The Elite is back together. Have you been keeping up to date on being the Elite?
Oh yeah.
So I haven't watched. I don't really watch on a weekly basis. Somebody said that there was something in this week's show in the beginning that kind of led to this.
Well, yeah. Adam Cole was laying in a hotel bed, looking at his laptop, and he was basically watching the backstage segment where Hangman and the Bucks had their little thing, whatever, and he was not happy about that shit. He was not happy about that, he kind of just reacted to it and kind of tossed his laptop to the side, stormed out. He wasn't happy about that shit, dude. But yeah, they are definitely alluding to that, to this whole situation on BTE for sure. And like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, I don't remember, but that's when I think it was Matt. Yeah, Matt was writing that text to Hangman. It was like a long ass apologetic text, and then he just deleted it and never sent it.
What I'm thinking we do here, I don't think. If I'm Tony Khan, I don't, listen, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm not booking Omega and Cole at All Out. I would save the debut of Omega for All Out, or the return, I should say, of Omega for All Out. And I don't have either of these teams win the tournament. I don't. I would realistically love like Blackpool Combat Club or House of Black preferably. But I have a feeling the Elite are going to win the tag team titles, the trios titles, which is fine because it goes back to when Omega and Page won the tag team titles and what they did for the division. I mean, the division was fucking tremendous. It still is tremendous, but they did such unbelievable jobs together to build that tag team division. And I do think that the mentality is there for this to happen again, just like that. But if the Elite does win, Jesse, it'll be Page and the Bucks. Omega shows up at All Out, maybe helps them win. and then we get Cole and Omega in New York City at Grand Slam. We're gonna need a major match. From what I read, the ticket sales for Grand Slam are not where they were last year. It almost sold out in like a day last year. They're not even over, or maybe they are now, over just a little bit over 10,000 for Grand Slam. I would do Omega versus Cole at Grand Slam, bro. What do you think about that?
Omega, Cole, Grand Slam. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if they're both, well...
Or maybe, listen, or you could do that. I don't know how far along Punk is. You know, you did one match with Omega last year. Maybe we do Punk and Omega at Grand Slam.
And yeah, how far? When is Grand Slam again?
Grand Slam, I believe, is September 23rd.
So that's only
the third Wednesday in September.
So that's only like what, a week, 2 weeks after All Out.
Yeah.
If you're just now bringing back Cole and Omega around September, and you're ready to blow them off in September, I think that's rushed. We gotta build that a little bit longer, man. That's a mega match.
Who? Punk and Omega?
No. I was still talking Omega and Cole.
Oh, okay.
Omega and Cole. Punk. It seems like Punk is just. I mean, Punk is predetermined. He's got a date with Moxley.
Yeah.
And then a possible return in MJF. So
yeah.
Punk's future is written. He's done.
I agree.
So,
but I think Cole and Omega is imminent. That's what this is all leading to. I mean, Cole and the Red Dragon guys, O'Reilly and Fish. Listen, if it ends up being those two teams in the finals, yes, it is predictable, but it tells the greater story here for Omega's return. I don't know who's in the tournament so far. I don't know what Tony Khan's planning for the tournament. I hope that, there are a couple of teams in there that really get to shine, and it really ends up being a great tournament. I don't want it to be overly predictable. I feel like the Owen Hart Cup was kind of predictable, bro. I don't know about how you felt about that. I don't want the same thing to end up with the trios. So hopefully he's got a trick or two up his sleeve. But, if it tells the greater story, I really can't complain too much. But I feel like Cole and Omega is very imminent. It's going to be his first match back, no doubt about it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would build it. I would build towards it first. I mean, it seemed like you can do so many weeks of story going into that match.
It doesn't have to end with one match.
No.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, the first one should be more important, right?
Yeah, the first one would be the most important because it's Omega's return. Yeah.
We're gonna plan on rematches now.
They don't do them often. They do them when it matters.
Yeah.
But yes, Adam Cole, the turn, everybody was like online, oh, why Adam Cole didn't explain why he turned. He did explain. Loyalty. If you guys have been paying attention to what Adam Cole's been through with these guys, there was no loyalty there. They kicked him out of the Bullet Club. He never forgot that. He went on to go succeed on his own in NXT with his boys. Loyalty. Just open your eyes and apply. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, no. I can see that.
Moving on, we got a Jon Moxley promos talking backstage about Chris Jericho and Wheeler Yuta, the winner, getting a title shot next week against him. He said people are asking who he hopes he sees wins this thing. He says he doesn't care. He doesn't care who wins. And that's not a stock answer. He said when the bell rings, he's trying to hurt his opponents and paint the canvas with their blood and litter the ring with their teeth. He said when the Blackpool Combat Club is all said and done, they'll make the Hart Dungeon look like a daycare. He said, whoever wins better show up next week ready. This is my life. And when you step into the ring with me, this is not a game. Quite the choice of words there, Jon Moxley.
Ooh.
This is not a game, says Jon Moxley.
Huh.
Maybe something, maybe nothing. But the choice of words there after what we saw this week was quite telling, I would say.
Maybe not. Who knows?
I love the fact that Moxley says he doesn't give a shit that he goes in there with Wheeler Yuta. He doesn't care. Hey, he's my boy. I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna fucking litter the ring with his teeth.
You know what I hate? This is a serious wrestling trope right here, man. I hate when they go and ask anyone in a match, normally it's a champion or something like that. When you have a contenders match on the horizon, they always ask them, who would you rather face? Isn't it the same fucking answer every time?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever said, oh, I really hope it's this person because I don't want to face that person? I'm terrified of that guy, dude. I mean, I need to face. If I gotta face this other guy, I'm fucked. I mean, I'm just gonna give up the fucking title. It's the same answer every fucking time.
I think it's a ridiculous question to even ask it.
Who would you rather face? We get to find out who Moxley would rather face. Who is sitting there saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to see which one he says." What the fuck, man?
I don't know why those questions are asked. Well, that's a stupid fucking amateur question.
Ooh, no one ever answers that except the only way is I don't give a fuck who it is, you know. Looking like fucking B Rabbit, you know, going out for the final battle in 8 Mile. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm like, it's the same answer every fucking time, man.
Tony Schiavone interviewed Christian Cage backstage. He said, Jungle Boy was raised by horrible human beings. He says he brought his personal life into it, which he'd never do. All of a sudden, Jungle Boy sped into the garage of the backstage area and ran out of a car that he was speeding into the garage. He wanted to legitimately run over Christian Cage and take Tony Schiavone along with him. They both jumped out of the way. Security pulled Jungle Boy away, and they escorted him out of the backstage area. Bro, this guy wanted to commit vehicular homicide here. The fuck is wrong with this guy? I love it.
Guy's fucking crazy, man. He's got a very descriptive T-shirt on as well.
Yes. Christian Cage is a pussy was on his T-shirt.
I mean, who designed this shirt?
I don't know. Maybe it was bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Off the Script.
There you go. Shameless plug.
Cheap plug. There you go. Moving on, man. Oh, my goodness. We got... There's a lot of meat here, bro. This is what'd you say? It was a meat lover special tonight, man.
A meat lover special, bro.
Oh, my goodness. We got Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm.
Wow.
Who is on the cover of a new fitness magazine that I have not purchased yet, by the way. Against Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and somebody who needs to join the booty meat discussion, Jamie Hayter, who's Jesse's personal favorite if you read my texts from him. Simping over Jamie Hayter over here, this fucking clown. Don't worry, I do the same thing for Miss Storm.
Yet.
Who, what?
You expect me to believe you didn't get that magazine yet?
I did not get the magazine. I don't have the magazine.
All right, take down your green screen.
I don't have the magazine.
If that magazine is not planted on your fucking wall right behind you right now, with like every page planted out like a fucking collage, I'd be amazed. Take down the green screen.
Bro, I may have the magazine on my desk with pictures fucking imprinted in my new desk here. So I look at it every day.
Well, I'm sure you do. You get the magazine, you get the pictures, you get the lotion, you get the Kleenex. All right?
Listen, man, all I will say, man, Juice Robinson is a very lucky man. Very lucky man.
He's juicing something, man.
Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter. This match was probably one of the best women's matches that I think AEW's put on, especially in a tag team capacity. I thought this was fantastic. I know Jesse's been talking about the women's tag team titles, which I don't want to see on AEW television. But with matches like this, I find it very difficult to believe we're not getting them. Especially when Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter are out there, Jesse. I don't know if you took notice of this. They were dressed in the same outfit, bro. Same color scheme. Almost pretending that they're an actual tag team.
Sorry, bro.
We don't need any more titles.
There's
too many titles, bro.
There are. I said that when they made the Pac title, the title they just gave Pac to go take overseas and defend over in the UK.
So what?
It means so what? We could have started there with titles we didn't need. We don't need women's tag titles. We did not need that Pac title. We needed the trios titles. That's what we fucking needed. And we're getting those. Thank Christ. But that title they gave Pac, dude, is think about it. Dead fucking ass right now. What's more valuable on AEW TV? The FTW title or that Mid-Atlantic Championship?
You mean the All-Atlantic Championship?
Whatever.
The FTW title.
And it's not even a recognized fucking title.
No.
That title is useless, dude. They do not need that title that they gave Pac right now. Do not. Like, they literally gave him a title to use and take around to UK venues while he's over across the pond and take around and use as a title from AEW as he beats local jobbers.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Seriously.
AEW Dark needed a title, man. There you go.
Pretty much. And we have to watch that shit on Dark. Oh, my God.
Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker started this thing off. Rosa came out wearing a sandbagging since 2014 t-shirt.
So good.
She's playing into the sandbagging incident that everybody claims that Thunder Rosa sandbags people in the ring.
So good. I'm really of the belief now that this was all Thunder Rosa's idea to have Britt Baker bring up the sandbagging shit.
Well, I mean,
if
Britt Baker wants to play, Thunder Rosa is not the woman you want to play with, bro.
Nah, she's literally wearing the fucking shirt that says that. Come out very heelish with that shirt, I might add, as well.
Listen, we'll talk about that in a second. So Rosa and Baker start this off. They start jawing at each other here. Baker goes for a quick lockjaw. Rosa countered it with a cradle, hit a back suplex. Hayter is tagged in. So Thunderstorm here working together, beating down Hayter. Frequent tags in and out. We got a big kick to the back from Rosa on Hayter. And Hayter finally takes control of Rosa with a big lariat. Baker is in control now. Rosa hits a stunner, reaches for Storm to make a hot tag. Storm landed a diving crossbody for a 2. She goes out to take Baker and Rebel out on the outside. She climbed the ropes with another crossbody. She hits a very... It looked like... Listen, in this spot, it looked like Jamie Hayter sandbagged Toni Storm, rather. Sandbagged Toni Storm with his Alabama slam. Couldn't get her over. Slammed her down very weakly here. But Thunderstorm went for a double suplex, but Hayter countered it and tagged out to Baker. They went for a double team move. Rebel hopped on the apron, caused a distraction on Toni Storm. This allowed Britt to take care of Rosa and cut her off. Baker hit an avalanche, bay crash, air raid crash. Tagged in Hayter. Hayter then landed a sliding lariat. Baker hit a curb stomp, but Rosa broke up the pin with a stomp. Rosa and Baker then traded strikes in the center of the ring, with Baker getting the best with an air raid crash again. Storm hit Baker with a DDT, and Hayter hit Storm with a vicious-looking backbreaker. When you want to talk about the best backbreaker in the business, man, forget Roddy. Holy shit. Jamie Hayter's got a fucking hell of a backbreaker. So Thunderstorm hits...
It's like she's breaking her knee every time she does it.
Yes, and at the same time, she's breaking somebody's back. Thunderstorm hits simultaneous Germans before Storm hit repeated hip attacks in the corner. Oh, my God, that hip attack is devastating.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Baker escaped one. Storm accidentally smashed Rosa with the hip attack. Hayter hits a short arm clothesline on Toni for the win. And the heels are victorious here in what was a tremendous women's tag team match. Find it coincidental that Madison Rayne is now the coach or one of the head coaches for the women's division. I wonder how much influence she did have over this match, because it was tremendous. 4 of the best that this division has to offer. These 4 women show you every single time that they're in there, especially together. This isn't the first time. How great this division could be. Jesse, with this hip attack on Thunder Rosa accidentally by Toni Storm, what are we looking at here, bro? Because I honestly think we're the only podcast in the community right now that has mentioned this on several occasions. Is Thunder Rosa potentially going heel and switching shit up?
I think so. I think so. I think this is the build. So my only question right about now is who's gonna split up first? Thunderstorm or the Street Profits?
Thunderstorm is definitely splitting up first.
Yeah, I think this is, so for the entire time we've been wanting more for Thunder Rosa, more storyline for Thunder Rosa. And as much as Tony Khan has been, it seems he's been listening to the fans and paying attention. We've been getting pretty much everything we've asked, except the story for Thunder Rosa. But have we? Because it seems that now the story is they are together. They are a tag team. Things are not going well. Thunder Rosa's not happy. Now she's getting frustrated with Toni Storm with this hip attack. I think we get a Thunder Rosa heel turn. And nothing comes overnight. Nothing comes in a week. I think the story that we've been asking for Thunder Rosa is finally now starting to unfold. Now she's in something, and it no longer feels like she's trapped in a tag team when she should be involved in individual feuds and matches. It doesn't feel that way anymore because of the tension that is now there with Toni Storm. So I'm liking it.
So are we getting Thunder? If this is the case, I mean, we still got some time before All Out. Are we getting another Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm match at All Out? And is that where the heel turn comes in? Do we see Toni Storm take the women's championship from Thunder Rosa and then she goes heel? And I know you mentioned the Renegade Twins, bro. Tweet and delete. You don't tweet and delete. You don't tweet and delete unless it's something that shouldn't be on there.
Well, wait. Let me update that. They reposted the tweet and they updated their tags on it. So they tagged someone else and they fixed the tags on it, but it still says we are coming to regulate. So that it was put up about 3 minutes after the other one was taken down. So nothing to see there. They just mistagged it and they put the same tweet back up. But nonetheless, my fantasy booking was Thunder Rosa turning heel and getting paired with the Renegade Twins. Maybe that's a long shot, but I could definitely see the heel turn for Thunder Rosa unfolding and coming. And the fact that everybody else who's getting a big push or major push in the company has been in some form of a faction. I can't think of anybody on the fucking roster right now that's getting any kind of significant push or run or anything like that has not been in or had a faction. Thunder Rosa has not. She's in a tag team right now, pointless tag team because she's the women's champion, but it's not pointless because they're building her feud. They're building her main feud. They may be positioning Toni Storm to become a top babyface and have a feud with Thunder Rosa as a top heel. And I can appreciate that. I would like that.
Well, if Toni Storm, if this plays out the way that we've discussed here, and Thunder Rosa goes heel, then that would make Toni Storm. I don't know what you do with Toni Storm. Do you put her in a faction as well and align her with her real life, very, very, very good friend Britt Baker? Do we have a trio there with Britt Baker, Toni Storm, and Jamie Hayter?
And third and heel, I'm not.
No. Then be babyface. Britt be babyface.
Then be babyface. Yes, absolutely. Thunder Rosa and the Renegade Twins with Jamie Hayter, DMD, and Toni Storm. Like it.
Or maybe we get Rosa and Britt 3 at All Out, and then Britt takes the title back, which I don't necessarily think Britt needs the championship. I think she is fine without the title. I think Toni Storm would benefit more from that. And then that leaves the door open if Britt wants to turn heel again because everybody loves Toni. So, I mean, that kind of leads to something between them somewhere down the line as well if you want to do that match. But, yeah, if Rosa does go heel and Toni ends up joining a babyface faction with Britt and Jamie Hayter, Thunder Rosa is obviously going to need some backup. The fuck are these two going to regulate?
Yeah. I don't see Britt Baker winning that title back right now in her current form. I think after we get this turn, after Thunder Rosa goes heel, gets her heel run in, same for Britt Baker, she goes babyface, and she's going to chase. And I think the eventual payoff will be babyface Britt Baker versus heel Thunder Rosa for that turn.
Yep. But this is a complete 180 from what we were talking about not even a month ago. You know, like you said, Thunder Rosa, we need Thunder Rosa to be in a little bit more of a substantial storyline, and it looks like we're getting it.
We're getting it.
It's not. It doesn't have to be over the top. It doesn't have to be fucking breaking into someone's home like Seth Rollins did to Edge or some fucking silly shit like that. Something simple that gets her television time and gives us great wrestling, and that's what we're getting. So yes, I'm liking this change of pace.
Thank you, loving it, liking it now. Now it's getting there. Perfect.
There was a very, very crazy narrated video package here for Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti's marriage. Apparently, they're getting married. I don't know if this is the case or not. It's quite. I mean, he just proposed, and he's getting married like what was it, like 3 weeks ago? Holy shit!
This made me so fucking mad. I fucking appreciated it so much. I was so fucking triggered. He just proposed to Pam.
Yeah.
He just proposed to Pam. You know, but after I got so heated, I was like, oh, what the. My God, this is good. This is working.
So they showed still pictures of the proposal in Paris by the Eiffel Tower. It was overly heel-like here, which should have been done from the get-go between these two because they tried to play it off as baby faces and they were just getting fucking shit on for it. Nobody wanted to cheer that. So Eddie Kingston, he interrupted all of this and pointed out how absurd it was and said Guevara has receipts coming. Nobody gives a shit about your marriage. So he wants a match with Guevara at All Out. And he said, Tony Khan sent him the papers. It's already signed. Tony Khan mailed him the same papers. I'm going to need you to sign it immediately for All Out. So it looks like we're getting Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston at the pay-per-view in Chicago. Good stuff there. Should be a great match.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. Guys, we don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if they're actually getting married or not. I don't watch the Sammy vlog at all. I've heard no news about it. I don't know if this is all kayfabe or if they're actually getting married soon.
And if they are, who gives a shit? It's their life. They want to get married, go get married. Happy to you.
It's their life. Well, they keep putting their lives on TV, then changing their mind. Whatever.
We got a video package here recapping Powerhouse Hobbs turning on Ricky Starks, which was one of the best things about last week's Dynamite. So we saw the turn on Ricky Starks. And then they went to Taz at the desk. And one of the questions coming out of all of this last week was, where was Taz? Did Taz know what was going on? Whose side is he on? Did he know a hook was coming out? Does he know anything about Hobbs? Why did Hobbs do this without talking to Taz? Did he know about what was going on with Ricky Starks? Taz came out and says he didn't know anything that was going to happen last week. He didn't know that Hook was going to come out and challenge Ricky Starks. He didn't know Ricky Starks was even going to do a second match and do an open challenge. He didn't know Hook was coming out. He didn't know Hobbs was going to do what he did to Ricky Starks. He says he's been out of the loop on all Team Taz business. And he said, as of this moment, Team Taz is finished. They are disbanding Team Taz. He wished Hobbs, Starks, and Hook all the best. He says they will have great careers all on their own. And he says he is done with him. And Taz took off his glasses. So when he takes off his fucking glasses, you know that Taz means fucking business. So Team Taz, guys, is finished.
Bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit?
Bullshit.
You think Taz is lying to the general public, bro?
Taz has told a lie to the fans, bro. Bruh.
Why, bro? No, bro, listen, man, I'm quite offended here, man. You're telling Taz, a fucking stereotypical New Yorker, that he's lying.
Fucking liar, dude.
Come on, man.
I think Taz is a fucking liar, and he's gonna come out with Hobbs. I think he's gonna side with Hobbs. Why? Because kayfabe. I don't know. We can write a kayfabe reason in there, but real reason. Hobbs is good. Hobbs is on a roll. Let's not throw him out there by himself just yet. I will leave him with Taz.
I do agree with you on that. That's not a slight remark or snide remark to Hobbs. You know, we are big Will Hobbs fans here, but him going out on his own, it's not there yet. You got the oven on at 450. You got another about 10, 15 minutes left to go. And then we're ready to pull it out. But I think him with Taz is still a great pairing. He could be the Paul Heyman to his Brock Lesnar, so to say. But where does that leave Hook? Does that leave Hook on his own and Team Taz is disbanded, but Taz to manage a heel Hobbs, and Ricky Starks obviously would be on his own, but the big loophole there is Hook. Where does Hook align with this? Because that's his father, and he's the FTW
Hook and Starks
champion.
can be a tag team, bro.
Hook is going heel.
Hook is going heel? No, Hook and Starks can be a tag team. Ricky Starks.
But he's holding the FTW title, which is the Team Taz title.
Yeah, I want it. I'm fucking holding it. Fuck, you don't like it? Tough.
So Taz is going to manage a heel Hobbs while his son goes on to be a babyface.
Oh yeah. Oh, Hook is a babyface, bro. All day. I think we get Hook and Ricky aligned, and maybe Taz picks up another to team up with Hobbs, and form a new and improved Team Taz, a different Team Taz, a better Team Taz.
All right, we'll see if Jesse's correct. He thinks Taz, the man from Red Hook, Brooklyn, is lying through the skin of his teeth.
Told a lie.
Quite offended.
Who would have thunk it?
New Yorkers are the most genuine, loyal, dedicated, and trustworthy people out there, bro.
Taz coming out and siding with Hobbs and signing off on a beatdown of his son is nuclear heat, bro. Nuclear heat. And it's great for a babyface run for Hook. I actually
do like the sound of that. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, that'd be great stuff, man. Great stuff. He doesn't. I mean, and you don't leave Hook out there on the island by himself, because he has Ricky Starks, who is, I mean, better than pretty much anybody in the company on the microphone, not named fucking Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and the same way Hobbs can use a mouthpiece with Taz, Hook can still use his mouthpiece with Ricky Starks.
I like it. This all led to Powerhouse Hobbs versus a jobber. Ren Jones was his name. 1 minute. This guy got hit with a huge splash in the corner. A big short arm clothesline. That was pretty much it. Hobbs didn't even do the spine buster, which was quite sad and disappointing to me. I would have loved to see him spine buster this guy. Spine on the pine in the middle of the ring. But no spine buster tonight. Hobbs wins in 1 minute. Starks ran out and attacked Hobbs. Fans went crazy for Ricky Starks. I love this. He shoved the referee when the referee was trying to separate them, and Hobbs took the spine buster to Ricky Starks. So he did give the spine buster to Ricky Starks, and that was it for this segment. And they did let it breathe a little bit. There was a nice facial reaction there, a nice facial shot of Will Hobbs there before the segment came to a close. And Ricky Starks was obviously selling the spine buster in the middle of the ring. This is quite the showdown going at All Out, bro, between Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Should be great.
Bro, that's a suspension, bro. You can't touch a referee, man.
You feel like Ricky Starks is getting suspended?
Yeah, man. Ricky Starks, you can't touch an official, bro. That's a suspension, man. That's gonna leave Hobbs out there to run roughshod and get started with his little thing, and leave Hook by himself out there for Hobbs to try to bully, then to return in Ricky Starks. Oh man, it's all coming together, bro. It's all coming together.
We'll see. I don't know if this leads to Ricky Starks being off TV for a week or two to serve that suspension for putting his hands on an official. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on, we got a vignette with Miro. Miro was on the show tonight. Miro said a female has been visiting him and telling him things. I wonder who.
I don't know.
He said everyone reveals themselves soon, and the Redeemer will as well. Now, there was, I don't know if this was anything. It may be nothing. But we had Miro's right eye, the only visible eye in this segment, as the other eye was left in the darkness. So you only saw one side of his face in this vignette. I don't know if that means anything. It's obviously a tease as if he's joining the House of Black. But I think Miro not joining the House of Black, obviously, he doesn't really fit in the overall vibe of the group. But Jesse, you mentioned a female's been visiting him. Who the hell is this female? And is that female his wife? And will she be making her debut imminently?
I got an inside scoop, man.
You got an inside scoop. Why don't you let us know here on OTS what the inside scoop is about the Redeemer?
The visiting female.
Yeah.
To the Redeemer.
Yeah.
You're hearing it here first. Stephanie McMahon.
This guy says Stephanie McMahon is visiting Miro.
He's going back, bro.
Stephanie McMahon is trying to enlist Miro back to World Wrestling Entertainment.
Going back, bruh. Nah, I'm fucking kidding. So the clear indicator and he's alluding to it being Julia Hart, hiding the eye and all of that stuff. I think it's all a rouge. Miro is not joining House of Black. He's, putting on the same show that Julia put on to try to tease it. But no, he's not joining House of Black. I don't know what he means about a woman visiting him. I'm still waiting for CJ, and I'm not sure why CJ will be visiting her husband. So
somebody in the chat said it was Eva Marie.
Oh God, please. Can we ban that person?
Somebody in the chat said it was Nia Jax.
Can we ban that person?
Can we get him out?
We can ban them all.
Don't really get him out, but I'm just saying. Get him out. No.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, but Miro is not joining House of Black. I don't know what Miro does at the pay-per-view. Maybe he's one-on-one with Malachi Black. I don't know. Or maybe they do Brody King versus Miro.
Well, you got to think about what's the payoff. The payoff is Malachi and Miro, right?
Yeah,
I would think so. So that should be the end of the feud. So maybe. How he's gonna go through House of Black by himself though? I don't know.
No, he's not gonna go through House of Black by himself. He's gonna team with Darby and Sting versus House of Black at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but at the end of the feud, though, is what I mean.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
got to be a showdown between Malachi and Miro for sure.
For sure. And that's what I'm thinking. For sure, it's got to be. That's the money. That's the payoff match right there. So when they get to that, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, who is this? Who's this woman coming to talk to? Was it Madison Rayne?
I don't know. Maybe it's Sasha Banks.
Oh man, no, bruh. The second you saw that tweet that said Triple H was running creative and talent relations, Sasha and Naomi were already back in WWE.
Shop on WWEshop.com and use the term walkout for 20% off.
Yeah. Use the term Sasha and Naomi are returning tonight.
Here's the fucking code walkout for 20% off. I wonder where they're going.
He called them before that news got leaked, bro. It was done.
You kidding me, bro? When Paul Levesque was announced on that Monday, bro.
Fucking attorneys, bro.
Bro, when he was announced on that Monday, it's 9 a.m. in Stamford, Connecticut, 9:01 hit. He called up the fucking residents of Makaze and Mercedes. Yeah, Makaze, can I speak to Mercedes, please? How you doing?
Easily. I'm not going back there and dealing with fucking Vince. That's right. Come back and dealing with me. I bet she had to call off her fucking aggressive, rabbit-ass fucking attorneys to tell them to fucking quit.
Yep.
And she wants to go back. So good for her. I'm so fucking proud of them standing up to fucking Vince, dude.
Good. It all worked out for them.
Yeah.
We got, oh my goodness, we got a $100 super chat by Angel Alaga. Oh my goodness. Love the show tonight, and Monday was pretty good. Hopefully, we get the trifecta on Friday. JD and Jesse, you guys rock. Angel Alaga.
Awesome.
With a $100 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Super chats are open, guys. You guys can get them on in at the end of the show. You get them on in now or read them at the end of the show. And listen, man, I got 2,300 people in this chat tonight, man. Number one in the community. I need 1,000 likes minimum on tonight's post show for OTS. Jesse and I are going through Dynamite tonight and feeling good. Jesse's feeling good. We're going to talk about Darby Allin now. Darby Allin, Jesse, he told Malachi Black to remember he's the one who asked for the match. He said next week the last thing he sees will be, or actually Brody King, I'm sorry. Brody King, I got Malachi in the mind now. Brody King, he's the one who asked for the match. He said next week the last thing he sees will be his hand before he slams the coffin shut.
Bro, you mentioned Brody King.
Yeah.
I just sent you a tweet that Brody King posted 1 minute ago.
Brody
He's
King
on stage rocking the fuck out, dude.
Brody King sent me... What? Oh, no, he didn't send me anything. Jesse sent me a Brody King tweet.
God's hate.
God's
He's on
Hate
stage. He's
live
on stage
at Sound and Fury. I didn't know Brody King was in a band.
This dude, look at this fucking crowd, dude. He's fucking killing it, man.
Of course, man. Heavy metal.
What the fuck? These fucking white kids are beating the shit out of each other, man.
Bro,
This is
you
awesome.
kidding me, bro? Stage diving. Bro, I tell you, man, I went to one heavy metal. You don't know who they are, but I went to one heavy metal show. I watched the Bay Area Legends in Exodus at BB King's Blues Club, man. Exodus.
Ooh.
Split the fucking the crowd. One half on one side, the other half on the other, and it was like a fucking meeting of the bulls, man. It was crazy, man. You go to those metal shows, bro, you may walk out fucking without an arm or a leg or an eyeball. It's crazy. Especially those live crowds. I don't know how they do it, man. Especially with all the protocols now and you being bunched together with a bunch of people and how dirty those fucking shows are. I don't know, man. I'm the old geezer that's sitting in the fucking bleachers watching my bands perform nowadays, man, with a nice cold beverage in the VIP seats.
Dude, I used to work security for this local concert venue out here, like, fucking long time ago, and I saw a fight break out. It was a legit fight. It was a legit fight. So I went into the crowd. It was standing room only, and my fucking bold ass went into the crowd to get into the fight and pull one dude off. And in the meantime, the other security guards trying to rush over to help, but that fight bled into the middle of a fucking mosh pit, dude. It took like 15 security guys come to save me or drag me away from that fucking mosh pit to save my damn life, man.
Bro, I've been to some crazy shows, man. That's nothing, man. That's the norm. I've seen shit. I've seen Cannibal Corpse 8 times in concert. I've seen the most blasphemous death metal bands, even though I don't listen to that type of shit anymore, with the message that they put out there. It's crazy, man. These people are fucking crazy. And they show up, man, to these shows wearing fucking makeup, looking like demons from the underworld and spikes on there. I mean, it's fucking crazy, man. I'm over here. I'm like, listen, I love the music, but I look like a weirdo to these people.
Jeez, dude. I'm looking at this shit. This shit is getting me fucking hyped. I got no volume on. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot duplicate energy like that, man. From a metal show, you can't duplicate that type of energy.
With fucking Brody King on stage rocking these things. Look at this shit, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane, man.
Crazy. Anyway, moving on here. We got the coffin match. I'm not too big on the coffin match, but the last match that these two guys had was great. So, I don't like Darby ending feuds in a coffin match. I think it's kind of overdone. But there's no doubt in my mind this is going to be a crazy match next week. So I may be eating my words more than likely when we talk about this next week at Quake by the Lake. But the vignettes, I like the vignettes tonight. How they were added into the show. They were quick and to the point, and they made the show flow better. We got a lot of eyes on different things, and it didn't overstay its welcome, and the show flowed nicely. I like it. So whatever they're doing has been working the last 2 weeks. Hopefully they keep that up.
Yeah.
Christian Cage and Matt Hardy, they had a match. This is 23 years here these two were going at it, probably longer than that. And this was not a bad match. Matt Hardy came out to the Hardy Boys music. Christian Cage is out there healing it up. Matt attacked aggressively at the bell, sent Christian right down into the apron early in the match. He kept up on the attack inside the ring, short powerbomb for a 2 count. They went back outside again. Christian returned by sending Matt into the steel steps. Matt hit a superplex on Christian off the top, followed by a back body drop. Christian countered a twist of fate. Matt dumped him to the mat, hit a diving elbow for a 2 count. Christian then dropped Matt over the top rope and hit a diving headbutt for another 2 count near fall. Matt avoided Christian's drop down right that he usually goes for, hit a side effect for a near fall of his own. He followed it up with a second one on the ring apron, and he walks over to the timekeeper's area. Matt went for a diving elbow through the table that was set up, but Christian avoided it, and Matt goes crashing through the table. Back in the ring, it was academic from there. Kill switch for the 1, 2, 3, and Christian gets the victory. After the match was over, Luchasaurus comes down the aisle. Christian was about to do a one-man concerto on Matt Hardy, and Jungle Boy came from the crowd trying to attack Christian, forcing Christian to run into the audience. Christian was a pussy tonight, and Jungle Boy showed you with the wording on his shirt that said Christian Cage is a pussy. You love it. Gotta love Jungle Boy, man. Listen, man, you know, we're big Jungle Boy fans here. I love Jack Perry. I think he's awesome. And I think we're seeing a new Jungle Boy, man. This is a different layer to Jungle Boy. And he's honestly killing it, man, with his attitude and his facial expressions and the anger that he's emitting towards this blood feud here with Christian Cage. I think he's killing it. I'm very excited about this match. I think they're going to kill it all out.
It is. The whole thing got, 100 times more interesting after Christian turned, and, I was one of the ones leading the charge on Christian Cage's debut and his overhype and what he was going to be used for.
Yep.
And I take it all back, man. Christian Cage has been worth every minute that he's been on television for quite some time, not just since he turned heel, but it seems they found a little niche for him with the Jurassic Express, and it's playing out fantastically. And I'm enjoying everything Christian Cage right now.
Yeah, it's similar with a lot of people on AEW television. Christian, he came in, with this major announcement. It didn't really live up to hype. He had that Impact title run when Omega had the Impact title. He beat Omega for the Impact title. That was a great match. Christian's had great matches in AEW, but like everybody else, Jesse, we got to be patient. Fans got to be patient. They might not start off the way you want them to, but it takes a little bit for the ball to get rolling. But when Tony Khan gets that fucking ball rolling, it's quite the ride,
Yes. I wholeheartedly agree. This is definitely an instance where let it play out worked, because it played out. I'm not convinced this was always the direction of what they were going to do with Christian Cage, but nonetheless, adjustments were made, things were done, and now it's all interesting. So nonetheless, I'm enjoying it. So,
and Luchasaurus is the big question mark here. He hasn't said much of anything. He hasn't really let his body language know or let us know about anything. We could be looking at a heel turn at All Out or whenever this match takes place. Jesse, I know we got a little bit to go before All Out. It is August 4th. We got literally a month to go. We got 4 more Dynamites, I believe.
September 4th,
maybe 5 more Dynamites. Is it something that you're concerned about? Can they keep up the momentum for the next 4 or 5 weeks till the pay-per-view? How long do you see this going? And do you think they could get there with the storyline kind of winding down a little bit? I think we're nearing the ending point here. I don't know how much more they can do on television. Can we get to the pay-per-view here for the next 5 weeks?
I don't see why not. I mean, it's so much easier for AEW to stretch out storylines because, again, they only have
one show,
2 hours of live television, 1 hour pre-taped. You don't have to put every feud on television every week.
Yep.
And there's so many different aspects and other ways to continue a feud. So I think 5 weeks for this is easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Again, you don't have to see it every week. And just a little, just give us some development every week when we do see it. If we're going to see it, just do some development on it. Just don't have us see it and we could have missed it and it didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Make something different happen every time. So this week was the return of Jungle Boy, and still we have the remaining question of where's Luchasaurus's loyalty. Everyone's thinking that. It's not a mystery at this point. No one is convinced. Luchasaurus is back to the Jungle Boy. No one is convinced of that. No one is convinced that he's a full heel or full face. Everyone's in the park of we're waiting to find out. We don't know. So there's development, and it's gonna drag. It's gonna take us to where we need to be into the pay-per-view. So, not concerned. The lack of TV time for AEW is a detriment and a benefit at the same fucking time.
Yep.
They have too much talent. They can't get them all on TV, but at the same time, storylines have plenty of time to marinate. When they allow it. Because we don't have to see it every week, and if we don't see it for a week, there is plenty of other shit going on that we can get to see to develop those storylines. So I think we can easily get this to All Out.
I hope so, and I'm very excited to see what Jungle Boy does against Christian Cage. I think it's going to be a great match. Maybe they add some sort of stipulation to it. We'll see what happens with that. Tony Khan can get a little bit adventurous there with those two. So I'm very excited about what they got coming up with both of those guys at All Out. Yeah. Daniel Garcia, He was interviewed by Tony Schiavone, who said there was nothing ambiguous about last week's outcome. He said he tapped out the American Dragon, which he did not. He passed out. Said he can have another match when he's ready, and he will slay the American Dragon again. It looks like we're getting another match between these two. Whenever that happens, I'm all for it. Sign me up. But Daniel Garcia, man, he's just one of those names that continues to put on great match after great match after great match. He's making a name for himself through his in-ring work. He's getting better on the microphone. We may be looking at, we mentioned this last week, too, with Starks and Hobbs and Hook and the great job that Tony Khan did to build up the youth last week on Dynamite. Daniel Garcia should be definitely in contention for discussion as well for Pillars of AEW. I don't know if that's still a thing or if that's the cool thing kids are talking about now, but as far as the future of the company is concerned, Daniel Garcia's name should definitely be in the conversation. Daniel
Garcia, and I remember when he showed up, they put him with 2.0, in the same way, as a lot of the debuts went.
And nobody knew who he was.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy? Like, oh, you don't know who this guy is. Well, whatever, man. And he had a match, and it was like, wow, that was pretty impressive, Then he had another match. I'm like, wow. And then this guy has, I dare anyone to go out and find me an AEW bad Daniel Garcia match.
Not possible.
It has never happened. Same for Wheeler Yuta. We saw these guys debut, and my reaction was the same for both of them. But watching some guys, you just watch them work, man. I saw 2 matches of Garcia, and I was already sold that this guy was a real fucking pro wrestler. Same for Wheeler Yuta. These guys can just tell it and sell it in the ring, man. And Garcia is one of those talents where it's gonna shine through. Give the guy more than 10 minutes in the match, and he's gonna make it happen, dude. And he's so good, he's so crisp and so young. I mean, to the point where, this is long before the Blackpool Combat Club, and then we get Regal, and then we get Bryan, and they're singing the praises of Garcia, dude. You can't help but notice this shit, dude. This guy is real. He's really fucking good.
And the thing
he's not perfect on the promo side or the charisma side, but my God, his in-ring work is far above and beyond average, man.
And when we saw him, bro, he was a fucking baby. And over the last 2 years, you see him growing up. Legitimately, you see him growing up, and that's one of the best things to me as a fan to watch. That's the most redeeming part of watching this shit every week and talking about this shit every week is watching them legitimately grow up on our TV screens 52 weeks out of the fucking year. And that's where Daniel Garcia is right now. I don't know how old he is. How old is he? 22, 23 years old? Can you imagine him when he's fucking 28, 29 years old, bro? He won't even be in his prime. And well, he's that good now.
He is. Oh, let's see. How old is this guy?
He's a sports entertainer. He's a sports entertainer.
23 years old.
Bro, can you imagine when he hits his 30s? How good he's going to be?
Jesus Christ, dude.
We may be looking at the next Bryan Danielson.
He turns 24 all out weekend.
Ridiculous.
My God, he's so good, man.
I don't know who is responsible for bringing him into the company, but kudos to them.
That's a get. Putting him with, and again, this is how you improve. You got a guy who can work with the best in the ring, but he's not so great on the promos. But now look, he's fucking working with Chris fucking Jericho.
Yep.
Same with Wheeler Yuta. He can go in the ring all day. But on the charisma side, on the intensity side, on the promo side, he needs help. He's working with fucking John Moxley, Daniel Bryanson, fucking Claudio, and William Regal.
Same thing with fucking 2.0. They got dumped from NXT.
2.0.
Irrelevant in NXT. They join AEW. They're in fucking one of the most popular factions in all pro wrestling, standing aside Chris Jericho on weekly television.
This is fantastic. I know a lot of people bash the gang warfare and the factions in AEW, but it's not all about that all the time because it's all about mentorship at the same time. You get veterans like Christian Cage and Jericho.
Bro, that's not even a complaint anymore. I don't think anybody's really complained about that. We did early on because we didn't understand it. Now we're used to it, and I can't even imagine it any other way.
It works.
Yeah.
it works. It goes a part of, it's all a part of the thing where I say, well, AEW is so good at how they use their legends. They're not overbearing. They're not, impeding on the growth of other talent. They're not bringing the showdown. We get to see Sting do shit, and we all love it, and we're happy to see it. And then we don't get it every week. And then when we do get it, it's in the right spots, and it's also showcasing others, and it's not just one legend taking the world title from someone who's on a hot streak at Hell in a Cell or whatever the fuck ever. I mean, so it all goes so much better in AEW as it pertains to the legends. I've always appreciated that.
Excalibur was narrating clips here with Pac defending his All-Atlantic title in Europe. It included a person in the front row that we've been seeing for several months now with a box over his head. And apparently Kip Sabian has been following Pac around from match to match. I don't know what the end goal is here, but with Kip Sabian, Jesse, he's been out of the public spotlight here on AEW for quite a few years now. I can't even remember the last time I saw him on television. Maybe it was during the middle of the pandemic with Penelope Ford, but when they were working outside of Daly's place with no fans. But if this leads towards Pac versus Kip Sabian, I would imagine that Kip Sabian showing up every week, sitting front row in a fucking box with a box over his head, would lead to something a little bit more important than a match with Pac for the All-Atlantic title.
So the thing they're doing with Kip Sabian is interesting to an extent because with that box on, he can basically show up anywhere on the planet and not actually be there.
Yep.
So was he actually in the UK sitting? Did he actually fly to the UK to sit front row in a Pac match? Or they just put somebody in the box, have him be front row and say it was Kip Sabian just to further a feud?
Possibly.
Either way. I mean, I just think it's in that regard, it's smart, Am I interested in watching Kip Sabian and Pac?
No. It's a dead-end road.
No.
Pac deserves better. Just put him in the Trios tournament with fucking Lucha Brothers and just call it a day.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Ethan Page. He was in the ring, and he was there finally getting TV time after he complained on social media about not getting TV time. A lot of people on AEW, a lot of the catering department in AEW is complaining about lack of TV time. Ethan Page should not be one of those people complaining for TV time. He should be on TV. I wouldn't say every week, but he should be a definite staple in the division for TV or TNT title or something. I mean, he's that good. So he is talking about not being on TV, why he doesn't have an action figure or have his face on the side of the bus outside. He says he deserves better, but he got some cheers here. So people are obviously on his side. And then he asked, why are you people cheering? He said, you are the fans that don't buy my T-shirts. You buy an Orange Cassidy shirt instead. You buy the CM Punk shirt instead. You believe Eddie Kingston's bullshit when he comes out here. He said the company's leaving more money on the table every week. He is not on TV. All of a sudden, Stokely Hathaway comes out, and he's standing in the ring while Ethan Page is ranting and ranting and ranting. Ethan turns around, and Hathaway offered him a business card, said something and whispered something in his ear, and then Stokely Hathaway walked out of the ring very slowly. Ethan Page walked out right behind him, and they stood side by side. And Ethan Page, Jesse, looks like has a line with Stokely Hathaway here. No more Dan Lambert. No more Dan Lambert.
I don't like this.
So Stokely Hathaway now is leading the baddies. Stokely Hathaway is now leading Lee Moriarty. And now Stokely Hathaway is leading Ethan Page.
I don't like this. Where is Lambert?
Lambert may be finished.
Finished how? But bullshit. Get him back. Don't want to hear that shit. Scorpio Sky. What happens to America's Top Team?
I don't know, man. Was American Top Team doing anything on TV that was going anywhere? It sounded like by the looks of social media, they were more a negative or a fucking bane of the existence of the AEW fans than anything.
Well, they weren't doing anything with them. I mean, they were an item. They existed. They were a thing. Were they doing anything of substance with them at the time? No, they weren't. They should have been.
Listen, man. Listen. Dan Lambert was good for what he was asked to do, but if you're AEW and you're embarking on a WWE product that's going to get better by the week with Triple H running it, You need to put your best foot forward, bro. I don't think America's top team is going to be AEW putting their best foot forward. That's just my opinion.
Bro,
You got to have all your fucking guns blazing. You got to get all your soldiers lined up, fucking that are going to do the job and fucking win the war, bro. I'm not saying it's going to be a war, but you got to put your best foot forward and you got to present Dynamite in the very best way you can. And I don't see that coming from Dan Lambert.
Well, that's not fair. I mean, every war is won with a fight. I mean, every look, Dan Lambert and America's Top Team can be a bullet in a magazine. They don't have to be the nuclear bomb to kill. Everything is a small piece to a bigger puzzle. And there was nothing wrong with Dan Lambert. Let's isolate Dan Lambert here. Dan Lambert was fucking great at what he does. I mean, as far as promo work, we're talking Paul Heyman levels of good.
He was very good. I'm not going to say that he wasn't.
Very fucking good. So for being that good on the mic on TV, find something for him. Now, if the guy if the financial thing, or he just doesn't want to do it anymore, or he can't do it anymore, then nothing can be helped there. I mean, it is what it is. But you can't tell me you can't find something good for Dan Lambert to do on TV. If it's not America's Top Team, then it is what it is. But that guy needs to be on TV.
Listen, man, we're embarking on Trios Championships and a Trios tournament. Maybe we get SCU back together.
I could see SCU coming back together.
Maybe it's probably best for both of them. None of them have really felt any different or better. I feel like Scorpio. Yeah, listen, man, Scorpio Sky's mega talented, but let's be real. He hasn't really felt like the breakout guy that everybody thinks he is.
I don't. I just look. This is just a personal opinion thing. I just don't think he was pushed far enough. They made him a title, then took it from him 15 minutes later. I don't think that he was given.
Yes, they fucked.
I don't think that they're done with Scorpio. They're not gonna bury him. I just wanted to see where this particular gimmick was gonna go.
Yeah, they fucked him up.
They did. They fucked it up. Scorpio will be fine. He's taken care of. He has friends in his. I'm not worried about Scorpio Sky and his push. I just wanted to see this particular gimmick with America's Top Team get a little bit something different, other than just Sammy and Brandy, and give them something, just fucking different. I don't know, but as long as we still get Scorpio Sky, I hope Lambert's not going anywhere, and Ethan Page is gonna land wherever he lands. So
Ethan Page should be fine. I want to see more Ethan Page, definitely on TV, and hopefully this is the beginning of something a little bit more substantial for him.
Maybe he's got fights coming up, Lambert.
Oh, somebody in the chat said that America's Top Team isn't really doing too well and they've been losing, so he needs to be back at the school. I don't know. Maybe they're struggling.
It could be.
Moving on, we got.
I'm sorry. That's a company that makes money off wins and losses, dude. They can't be fucking around with losses, man.
Yeah.
So.
Shivani interviewed Matt Menard, Angela Parker, and Anna Jay. Menard asked Shivani if he wants to know what makes his nipples hard.
Okay.
Shivani said no. Menard said in 1 week, Jericho is going to become Le Champion for the second time. Shivani said, well, he has to beat Wheeler Yuta first. Parker accused Shivani of being a wise ass. Anna Jay then interjects and says, she is the newest member of JAS. She is the sexiest and toughest. I'm not going to disagree there. Jesse doesn't like Anna JAS. I'm sorry. Listen, Jungle Boy, if you're watching, bro, listen, just have your way with him, bro. Get rid of him.
Jungle Boy, if you're watching, go do something about your fucking girl. Go snatch her ass away from JAS. Bring her with you and do something, dude, because this heel shit is not working. I want to boo Anna JAS about as much as I want to boo Becky Lynch.
She threatened to choke out everybody within her vision, and she attacked a staff member, and she was shown on the floor giving this guy the Queen Slayer chokehold. Jim Ross said, what a way to go.
Jim Ross was like,
and then Taz was like, well, I wish he would have did it to Shivani.
Jim Ross is like, hey, can I go next?
Listen, I'll leave it up to the chat. Who do you want to be? Which one would you rather be part of? Being choked by Anna Jay or being choked by Rhea Ripley? Your choice.
Yeah, I think Anna Jay too, man.
Moving on, we got Austin and Colton Gunn versus the Acclaimed. This was a dumpster match. Nice little throwback here to the New Age Outlaws against Cactus Jack and my boy Chainsaw Charlie. during the Attitude Era, if you guys remember that. This is my kind of jam right here. Justin Roberts was in the middle of the ring. We got dumpsters on the stage and dumpsters by ringside. Bowens bashed Billy Gunn on the stage with the trash can. Colton ran up the ramp for the save. Bowens bashed him with a trash can. He did the same to Austin, who charged like a dumbass after that. Caster came out, and there was no theme music or anything like that. And then when they disposed of the guns, he then said, "Hit my music," and they rapped while the match was underway. And he said, one of the lines in here, he says, "I'm not Instagram with any filters, but we'll make the trash boys retire like Vince McMahon." Or something along those lines. I don't know. You got the exact quote there, Jesse. I didn't write the exact quote down.
I do not. But that was pretty much the gist of it. He mentioned Vince McMahon being retired. It was it's not about the exact wording. It's about what he got to say on TV. It popped the crowd too. Like, oh, he said Vince McMahon.
Yes, they referenced Vince McMahon's retirement. And he also said, "I'm more positive than a Joe Biden COVID test."
Twice.
Isn't Biden like quadruple vaxxed?
Probably.
But he got COVID
and
twice, back-to-back week.
Vaxxed. Hey, man, I'll say this. He lived through them. Because that guy's old and dwindled enough he could have gotten it and not survived it. So,
I don't know, man. It is what it is. Listen, the Vince McMahon reference got ooh and an ah from the crowd, so everybody loved that. And then the match got underway. So the Guns took control early. The Guns dumped the Acclaimed into the dumpster early on, came up short by closing the lid. The Acclaimed took the Guns down. They brawled up the ramp after a break. Bowens put Colton on a table. Caster then leapt off the top of a tunnel and landed the mic drop, elbow drop through the table and through Colton, shattering the table. Fans chanted, "Holy shit, holy shit." And then Taz said, "You can smell the stench from the trash bin." All of a sudden, we got both guys in the bin, and that was it. The Guns have been dumped in the trash, and the Acclaimed win here in the dumpster match. After the match was over, they zip-tied the lids closed, and they started to roll the dumpster to the edge of the stage. And just like the New Age Outlaws did to Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack, they rolled Jesse the dumpster off the stage, and it flipped completely over on its top. And if the Guns were in there, which I'm assuming they were not, because normally these things have rigged backings and they probably slid out into the back somewhere. This looked, if they were in there, bro, that was a fucking devastating fall right on top of its head.
Oh no, they were in there, man. they were in there.
Yeah, they were in there.
And this nod, man, this.
Yes, Tony Khan, man. Look at the throwback to the fucking Attitude Era, man. You're talking about fucking King Mark over here, man. We love it. You know,
yes.
Who's going to reference something like that? It's a major... You know, the funny thing is, everything comes full circle, man. That's why we love AEW so much. This was a huge fucking memorable moment in the career of the New Age Outlaws. You know, Billy Gunn is managing his sons now in AEW, and they're in the same fucking match. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. But I got something that I haven't heard anyone else on the planet talk about.
What's that?
About what was it? Back in November of last year, Austin Gunn had to issue an apology.
Yes.
For some tweets that he did.
Yes.
About a decade ago.
I remember that. I don't remember what it was about, but I do remember that.
Oh, he dropped some N-words there, buddy.
Oh, boy.
It wasn't good. You know, it's before he was a star. And he got into some deep shit. And he had to issue some apologies for it, man. And it sucks. It's fucked up. But remind me again why the Briscoes are not on TV.
I can't tell you. They said something homophobic about their children learning about something in school. I don't know. So the world is fucked up now, man. I don't know. I don't even know what it was.
I do. You're right. It was a homophobic tweet, but he since apologized for it.
Yes, 12 years ago.
Long before back in November.
Yes.
So why aren't the Briscoes allowed on fucking TV?
Bro, did you watch? I know we watched
is.
Dynamite last week, bro. They recapped the FTR Briscoes match. Did you? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. My mind gets fucking thinking and racing with these things, and I watch this show and I take the notes. But I saw in the video package, man, they highlighted that match, that great tag team match, the 2 out of 3 falls. They did everything to not show the Briscoes' face on TBS last week in that video package. I don't know if that you picked up on that. That all they did was show FTR beating down the Briscoes, and they showed nothing with the Briscoes beating down FTR, and they didn't even show Jay and Mark Briscoe's face last week.
Yeah, but they're wrestling each other, wrestling themselves, I guess. I mean, but look, I'm not even gonna get into, the cancel culture sucks. I mean, we all hate it. We all get that part. My thing is, where's the consistency? Why is Austin Gunn allowed on TV, but the Briscoes are not?
Listen, man, I don't even know if that's something that you would raise as a question to Tony Khan during the scrum.
No, because have his way, the Briscoes will be here too.
Of course they would be.
And I'm not trying to take Austin Gunn off TV. I mean, I'm not trying to, cancel him too. No. The point is, this guy made a mistake, and he apologized, and he's on TV. Good for him. Now, why can't these guys get that same respect?
I have no idea. And yes, they would be on TV. I mean, if you have the Briscoes signed to any sort of contract, Ring of Honor, AEW, you putting those fucking guys on TV, they make the TV show better.
Yes.
In every fucking way.
Yes, it's so fucking stupid. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be like, get Austin Gunn out of here. I'm like, no. I'm looking at, the stuff he said. I'm looking at the apologies, and it has never happened again. And he's enjoying himself and doing well on TV. Awesome. Now, why can't the Briscoes get that same goddamn treatment, dude?
All right, it's a legitimate question. It really is.
It is. That's messed up. The Briscoes should be on TV. The fans want to see the Briscoes on TV.
Well, that may be something for a Warner executive to answer, not Tony Khan. So I know if Tony Khan had his way, the Briscoes would be here next week. I
absolutely agree. Right, I was just wondering that as I watched Austin Gunn on TV. Like, why in the... I thought about it a long time ago, but that's when the Ass Boys were basically primarily on Dark. But now they're on TV pretty much, a lot. Great. Why can't others get the same forgiveness when they apologize and back and forth? I mean, I don't fucking get it, man. I just don't fucking get it.
Yeah, like I said, it's a legitimate question. Maybe we'll never find out. I don't know. Yeah. Rampage, we got an interim AEW World Championship Eliminator match. Jon Moxley will go one-on-one with Mance Warner. I don't know who this is. I've heard of him. I don't really follow Mance Warner on the indies, but apparently everybody's in love with him, so he's wrestling Jon Moxley on Rampage Friday live. Madison Rayne debut on Friday. And Friday Night Street Fight, Swerve in Our Glory versus Tony Nese and Josh Woods. Like I said, Rampage will be live on Friday, as I'm assuming they're taping Battle of the Belts here tonight after Dynamite for Saturday. Ring of Honor World Championship, Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita. Should be a tremendous match there. AEW Women's World Championship match, Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter. That's something that's going to be good there. And TNT Championship, Wardlow versus Jay Lethal. This is the best Battle of the Belts that Tony Khan has put on Saturday night so far. This is the third Battle of the Belts. And then Dynamite, Quake by the Lake next week. Big show. Coffin match, Darby versus Brody. We got Brody King, that is. Lucha Brothers versus Roosh and Andrade El Idolo in a tornado tag team match. Oh, my goodness. We got Jade Cargill, TBS Open Challenge. I wonder who Tony Khan's bringing in for that one. And an interim AEW World Championship match, Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho. Next week for the title, Jon Moxley's working his ass off as an interim champion.
The guy's doing it, man. The guy's doing it. Moxley is the quintessential AEW champion, dude. Nobody is going to sit there and debate and refute Jon Moxley as champion.
Oh, he did this when he was U.S. champion and WWE champion back in under Vince. I mean, he was basically the Cal Ripken of fucking live events, bro. He never missed a live event.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy loves what he does, dude. And he fucking loves it.
So AEW's got some great stuff coming up to look forward to.
What I like about Battle of the Belts, dude, on Saturday nights, it straight up reminds me of Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
It's treated as, as we get it as rarely, and it's special when we do get it. It have that Saturday night main event feel to me.
Yeah.
I like it so much.
Yeah. I'll be watching with a nice old fashioned, nice cold beverage on the couch. We got an interim world championship match. Jericho, eliminator match. This is the Jericho versus Wheeler Yuta. This is to determine who goes on and gets a championship match against Jon Moxley, which we know is Chris Jericho now, being that we just went over the match card for next week. This was a very good match. Very good match. We got the JAS out there. They're out there. 2.0 is out there. Angelo Parker grabbed Yuta's boot, leading to a 2.0 ejection here. Jericho cut Yuta off, and they go to commercial break, sending him crashing over the top rope. So we get back from commercial. He's in control as Jericho. Yuta hit an atomic drop and enziguri, and he followed with huge cross bodies, and that sent both men to the mat. So they traded slaps in the center of the ring. Yuta hit 4 consecutive German suplexes and bridged for the 2 count on the last one. Jericho came back and locked on the walls of Jericho, forcing Yuta to crawl his way to the ropes. Yuta sent Jericho to the floor and landed 3 suicide dives. They go back inside. He landed a diving crossbody for another near fall. Jericho hit an underhook backbreaker, which looked brutal. And Yuta countered a lion salt and climbed the ropes. Jericho turned a dive from Yuta off the top into a code breaker for a near fall. Yuta tied Jericho up in the Regal stretch, but Jericho got out of it with Floyd the Bat. Yuta avoided the Judas effect, locked on the seatbelt cradle for a very, very close near fall before Jericho applied the Lion Tamer, and when he breaks it out, it is a beautiful thing. Leaning back on Yuta, and that was it for a submission victory. Jericho versus Moxley, signed, sealed, and delivered for Quake by the Lake next week in Minneapolis. After the match, Jericho wouldn't let go of the Lion Tamer. Moxley came out, chasing him out of the ring. Jericho talked on the ramp and said, the Lionheart will return next week, and he's going to stretch the shit out of Jon Moxley and win the world title. And Moxley was pretty much saying, yeah, what? Sure you are. Sure you are. And that's the way Dynamite went off the air. Good
Wait,
match.
Before we jump into that one, I forget real quick. My pick for Jade Cargill's opponent.
Yes.
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim. Why is it Mia Yim?
Oh, I mean, she's gonna come join her husband at some point, man. What other surprise free agents do we have in the women out there?
Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox is Tegan Knox is going back home, bro. No.
Yes.
No, she's gone. She's going back home.
Candice
I think
LeRae.
we get Mia. I would say Mia Yim would be poised to go back home, but her husband's here. She's gonna come with her husband, man.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that was pretty much it on Dynamite. Very, very good show. I love the way it flowed. I love the video package that they threw in and out of there. I mean, Tony Khan has definitely listened to the audience for the show slowing down. You cannot tell me that this man is not listening to the feedback to make this show better. So 2 thumbs up here, and good job, TK. I thought that was awesome. And yeah, man, we're going to get into the super chats right now. But listen, bro, I'm going to leave the floor to you for the next 30 seconds. You're going to plug what you got to do. I'm going to put some music on. I unfortunately have to run to the restroom because my liquid death is catching up to me, man. And I also had an old-fashioned before I hit the air. So all that's catching up to me. So plug your shit. I'll put on some tunes, and I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Right on. Guys. Unsub from JD's channel.
No, now I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, you didn't leave yet? Shit.
No, I did not leave yet.
Okay, sorry.
I'll be back. Do your thing.
Go ahead and leave.
I'm not leaving because I see the fucking look on your face, you fucking clown. All right, I'm going.
Guys. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. But for those of you who have the free time on Mondays, Tuesdays, join me while we watch Dark, where we get to find out who is the up-and-coming talent coming to the AEW main roster at some point. You know, it used to be that they had a lot of the AEW roster come over and do matches on Dark. Unfortunately, I gotta admit, it's not so much that anymore. But nonetheless, we do still get to see a lot of the indie talent, the local talent, and we get to see new gimmicks being worked on and things like that. But forget that part. The coolest part is the booty meat. we get all the fucking booty meat on Dark, bro. And we get the booty meat emotes for our Taco Crew members. I digress, bro. Just follow me. I'm gonna put my channel right here in the chat. There we go. Follow that channel, click on it, follow me. Mondays, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Central Time. Also, just add it to the lineup. Fridays, I do a Friday night watch along for Rampage. Join me. We will go over what's going on in the ring. We'll talk about me. We normally talk about JD because he doesn't watch the show. And it's a good time, bro. It's a good fucking time.
There's never a good time with you, bro.
Is he back yet?
There's never a good time with you. Don't listen to this clown.
Okay, fuck, he's back. God damn it. All right.
Yes, go follow Jesse at Chi-Town Smart. Go listen to his YouTube show. He does live reactions for Dark. Bro, what'd you think of Parker Boudreaux, bro?
He looked good. I'm not going to sit here and say, holy shit. He looked good. He looked good. We gave him 3+, meaning like he got 3 tacos or more. 3 on our show means, so we have a 5 taco scale. 1 taco, get the fuck out of here. 2 tacos, he didn't really show us anything. Now, it starts to get good at 3 tacos. At 3 tacos, we want to see more. Like, there was something there. We didn't get to see enough of it. We want to see more. 4 tacos is, yeah. Something that's definitely happening right there. Can't wait to see what else it is. 5 tacos is, it has to immediately be mentioned on this show on Wednesday nights. That's the fun we have on Mondays and Tuesdays.
There you go. I thought he looked good too. I'd probably give him a 3 out of 5 taco rating myself. A lot of Lesnar look there with him.
Yeah, for sure. I said the same thing. And it's going to be, the battle for him is going to be shedding that, this is a Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah.
That'll happen when he gets established with a gimmick where he lands. So when he gets his own gimmick wherever he lands, he'll start to shed that Brock Lesnar image. But we got to find out where he's going. Nobody knows where is he going back to WWE?
I don't know. I said this last night on my NXT review. I would be shocked if Triple H doesn't give him a call back.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But he looked good. I want to see more.
Anyway, guys, we're going to read through your super chats. Thank you for all the love tonight. Hit that thumbs up. We are 25 away from 1,000. The minimum goal here is 1,000. Hit that thumbs up. 1,000 likes, please. We had over 2,400 people in the venue tonight. I appreciate you guys very, very much. And hit that join button, man. Please hit that join button. Become a VIP. We do VIP-only chats on Sunday nights, and we'll be doing it again this Sunday with episode 439 of the podcast. Starting off with the super chats.
Oh, wait. Donzel said that Mia Yim is signed with Impact. Is that true?
Yeah, it's a short-term deal, though, I heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whew. God, please.
Joseph Taylor with a $5 super chat. Jesse, do you listen to the hip-hop groups NWA and Run DMC?
Not currently. I mean, I've listened to them.
Here we go with the rap talk again, bro.
New
You don't know who
NWA.
this is, bro. You're Jermaine Dupri, bro.
Yeah. There's no new NWA or Run DMC albums. No, I don't go around listening to 30-year-old albums on a frequent basis. But I don't dislike them. I like NWA. I like Run DMC. But no, I'm not currently listening to Run DMC in my playlist. No.
Joseph Taylor also says with a $2 super chat, rest in peace, Vince Scully and Bill Russell. Rest in peace to Vince Scully, man, one of the best. And Bill Russell, again, one of the best of all time. Tony Brown with a $4.99 super chat. He says, meat on display with a thumbs up emoji.
Damn right.
Lots of meat tonight, Tony Brown. The best night for meat is Wednesday.
Damn right, man.
Joseph Taylor with a $5 super chat. I can see maybe Nixon Newell answering Jade's open challenge next week for the TBS title. Bro, she's going back to WWE. She was unceremoniously fired.
She's going, yeah.
And she was a Triple H girl, no doubt about it, man. He sat there and watched her have 2 almost career-ending injuries in the same way. You don't think she's going back there?
I need her back on TV with Dakota Kai.
Yeah. Michael Cole loves her, too.
Man.
Awful Grimbones with a $4.99 super chat. Little brother and I just seen our first AEW show live, and we loved every minute of it. I had my JD's Elite shirt on, repping OTS. Now we're getting pizza. Sounds like a great night, Grimbones. I knew you'd enjoy it, and they always put on a great show, and that Really makes me happy, man. Awesome. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat and a $2 super chat back to back. He says, I'd love to see Anna Jay choke out Jesse, and White Claws are for geeks like Jesse, he says.
Hey, man. People love to hate me, bro. What can I say?
I know. Well, he's a Chi-Town smart for a reason. Hologram, $5 super chat. We got ROH Fight Night Saturday. Let's go. Super pumped for this. Cheers, JD and the OTS homies. Thank you, Hologram. Thank you for holding down the chat. I know it gets a little feisty here on Wednesdays because there are a bunch of geeks in here, but...
Oh, God.
Thanks, bro. Charles Jerome with a 2-month membership. Thank you for the recommitment, brother. Been watching this podcast since December of last year. Absolutely enjoying it. Keep it going, dude. Also excited for the next few weeks of wrestling. Happy to hear it, Charles, and thank you for coming on board, man. Better late than never. I know we had some... It's always something with this fucking show on Wednesdays. There's nothing more than a minor volume adjustment, but hopefully it all sounded good for you guys.
Still don't know what the fuck it was, dude. I sound so fucking horrible in my own ear right now. It's ridiculous. I'm serious. I'm like blasting in my own ear, man.
D Bastardo with a $5 super chat. Hey, fellas, the Flair match was hard to watch. Should have just had Flair versus Vince and end the misery all in one shot. Flair could barely chop. So sad. Yeah, it was terrible, Bastardo. What do you want me to say? Me Wilson with a $10 super chat. Tonight was a good episode. And JD, I would love, or I would have liked to be that guy. Anna Jay choked out. Great review, guys. You guys kill it as usual.
Well,
listen, bro.
You're
gonna have to answer to Jack Perry there, bro. I'm sorry.
Man. Yeah, he's probably living between those. Okay, all right.
Tyler B with a 9-month membership. Thank you, Tyler B, for the recommitment to the VIP club. Dynamite was great tonight. We are both of your thoughts on MJF at this point. Or what are your thoughts on MJF at this point? Always love the reviews, JD and Jesse. OTS for life. Listen, man, MJF is living at home in Plainview, Long Island. And he's waiting for CM Punk to get healthy, and then he'll be back on TV. There's a reason why he hasn't been mentioned. There's a reason why he hasn't tweeted. There's a reason why he doesn't show up anywhere. He hasn't had a fucking word said about him.
Nope.
There's a reason.
Nope. He's letting the name cool off, letting that pipe bomb marinate for a little bit. And I'm guessing. I mean, again, I'm fucking guessing. I'm guessing the plan was to have this play out by now, but the injury to Punk just kind of had to pause everything.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Thank you, Tyler B, with a 9-month membership. What are you drinking, brother? Sinister Classic with a $2 super chat. AEW, WWE, why can't we just like both? Because people are fucking mental. That's why.
I like both.
Now I'm a Triple H cocksucker. Last week I was a Tony Khan cocksucker. This week I'm a Triple H. I can't be shills to both companies. Yeah, everybody said I was negative for 7 years. Now the 1 week I'm positive. Now people want me to be negative. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't get people. They act like people. Why do people feel like they have to like one and just cannot like the other one? Do
you listen to one band and one band only? You can't have a bunch of favorite bands?
I don't get it. They just have this sense of just hate just against whatever they don't enjoy. Like,
do you eat at Fridays and not eat at Applebee's? Do you eat at Burger King but not eat at McDonald's? I mean, I don't eat that shit anyway, but I mean, there are things out there that are similar in this. This is a perfect one for me. I love both. I think I spend more money on one than the other, but I love both. And whatever is equally available to me, I'll go and I'll love it. Do you not drink Starbucks? Or do you drink Starbucks but not drink Dunkin'? I mean, I love coffee. I'll go into a mom and pop fucking coffee shop. I don't give a fuck. Just give me a fucking coffee.
Yeah. I mean, it is possible to get what you enjoy. I mean, this is what he's saying. It is possible to get what you enjoy from different sources. If you like pizza, you don't only get pizza from one place only, never anywhere else, and you hate everyone else who makes pizza. That's fucking stupid, bro.
I mean, I could come up with a bunch of examples. I mean, do you drink Budweiser and not drink Bud Light? Or Coors Light? It's the same shit. Do you go to the store and buy Breyer's ice cream but not eat Turkey Hill ice cream? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's pro wrestling.
Yeah, Madison Rayne was on commentary for Elevation tapings tonight and got into a verbal altercation with Jade Cargill.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Yeah, Madison Rayne is actually married to Josh Matthews.
Josh Matthews. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right.
Sinister Classic. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Ricardo Nunez with the $20 super chat. One name, Tony Storm Maroney. Salud mi hermano.
You could miss it.
Thank you, Ricardo Nunez. I'm looking at Jesse as if I'm looking for him to translate what I just read here. Issa, what does that say?
It says, thank you so much for tuning in and contributing to the channel, brother.
Thank you, Ricardo, with the $20 super chat. James with a $5 super chat. Jesse, your mic was turning heel at the start of the show, and you forgot the sour cream on my tacos again, bro.
Yep, you know me, just going around and changing all of the settings and shit. I'm so glad it happened here, because if it happened when I was using OBS, I would legitimately not be sure that it wasn't me, because you know there's different mic levels on OBS, and then on the road, I don't have OBS, so I can't use OBS, so I only have one fucking device. This is it. I get one switch, bro, and it's all the way up. There's nothing else I can do. There's nothing on my laptop. There's no other settings. There's one fucking knob for the input.
We got Michael Liege with a $5 super chat. If SmackDown kills a live Rampage in the ratings this Friday, AEW is in big trouble. Why are they in big trouble, man? Rampage is on at a 10 p.m. time slot, and it's not supposed to be a ratings draw, bro.
One of these people, like, here we go.
You're going up against the longest running fucking wrestling show, the second longest running wrestling show of all time. On Fox 5 here in New York City, a fucking syndicated channel. Public channel. I don't get you people.
Warner Media is happy with the production that Tony Khan is giving them. Okay? They're not losing their TV deal.
Francis Loop with a $5 super chat. $5. This Francis Loop is all over the place. Holy shit, Francis Loop. Why don't you just give me one lump fucking super chat, bro? Oh my goodness. I appreciate you, bro.
Things to fucking say. Gee.
Right now, my biggest interest on Raw is how and if Triple H will change Nikki Ash back to NXT, Dark Loner, hang out in the bowels of the buildings, Nikki Cross. Piper Niven, Tamina, Sasha, and Naomi to SmackDown, Candice LeRae to Raw, and Zelina Vega to SmackDown to manage Los Lotharios. I think Eddie Kingston and Ruby Soho should lead the Dark Order. They're more like a group of lost souls than a cult. Then Adam Page can go on his own. The women of Raw are headed towards a Survivor Series elimination match, not War Games. The women of Raw trying to outdo Blood and Guts this year between BCC and JAS. Give me a break. Eventually, Anna Jay will confront the Dark Order and call -1 a brat and bully him. Then during the bloody barbed wire street fight between Anna Jay, Tay versus Sky Blue Ruby Soho, Amanda Huber comes out down to the ring to a huge pop and beats down on Anna Jay's bloody forehead to a huge crowd reaction for what Anna said to her son. Jesus fucking Christ. Francis Luke, did you have a dream about this last night, bro?
Okay, that's fucking hilarious, though.
Talk about fantasy booking, Francis Luke.
Anna Jay and Tay Conti will never come out as heels or whatever the fuck and say anything bad about -1. Ever.
No. And why isn't it leading to a War Games match, bro? You don't think Triple H would be doing War Games at a Survivor Series? The Survivor Series concept is dead. Those women would love a War Games match.
Man, I just thought about that. We get to see a Triple H run Survivor Series.
Yes, bro. I talked about this on Monday. You didn't hear me mention this on Monday?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You definitely listened to the show on Monday.
Okay.
Bro, I had to farm
I mentioned this on Monday,
man.
bro.
I had to farm.
Who?
I had to farm on Destiny, man.
Oh.
You know what I did? I downloaded Vanilla Destiny. I downloaded Destiny 1.
I can't even look at it.
It's kind of fun. I like because I still got all my weapons, all of my fucking gear. It was kind of fun.
El Chino Rodriguez with a $9.99 super chat. I find it stupid how BC, I'm assuming he's talking about BC Amplified, thinks that Dynamite isn't good because they can't hit 1 million viewers weekly. He says that TK doesn't like negative feedback, and that is the reason why he copy striked him.
Well, now clearly, now by the end of that statement, it tells me that he already got an agenda against AEW. He mad because he got copy strike. I got
just
a
like
copyright
everybody else.
strike from AEW. It's not from AEW. It's from YouTube. It's an automated fucking system, man. It's not like Tony Khan is paying somebody to scan every last single podcast to look for content. You know, no. Not how it works, dude.
BC does his own thing, bro, but Dynamite isn't good because they can't hit 1 million viewers? Give me a break. Come on. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. I would do Adam Kenny full gear lights out match.
I never watched this BC guy, but just from hearsay, I'm starting to sound like the guy's a prick and I won't like him. But I've never watched him myself. Like, I don't know.
That's a good idea, Joseph Taylor. We could very well see that. Chino, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. All for Grimbones, $1.99. Nothing like seeing booty meat live in person.
Ooh, live booty meat.
Listen, man.
There you go.
You guys got quite the show, man. Johnny Slice with a $10 super chat. Tony must be listening to OTS because problems are being fixed and the past 2 weeks have been so much better. You are the TK whisperer. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay rad, JD and Jesse. I hope so, man. I hope Tony Khan's watching. That'll be the creme de la creme if TK's watching, man. There are people in that locker room that we know watch, but who they are, I don't know.
I hope he's watching, because if he is, I want him to know that I didn't get a fucking press pad. Okay, you know what? Okay.
Johnny Slice, thank you, bro. Angel Alaga with a $100 super chat. Thank you, Angel. Love the show tonight. Monday was pretty good. Hopefully we get the trifecta on Friday. JD and Jesse, you guys rock. Thank you, Angel. Eli with a 9-month membership. Hope y'all were able to see the OTS sign tonight. Show was a blast. I didn't see it, Eli. If you were sitting front row, bro, and I maybe thought that was you, the black ink or the black marker you wrote on the white sign with, bro, the way the light was shining in that front row, I couldn't see anything, bro. I didn't see no OTS sign.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, man. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
No. Scorpio 1117 with a $2 super chat. No Jade Cargill for the second week in a row. WTF.
2 hours of live TV a week, bro. Relax. And that women's match we get, that wasn't good enough for you? I mean, man.
Why are you sending me this shit, bro?
I thought that was fucking hilarious, man.
He's never coming back to the company.
But we're not gonna say his name. Okay?
No.
Okay. But he posted this.
Yes. And it's going to get a ton of negative feedback.
Why would he
That's what he thrives in, bro. He thrives in negative feedback.
Why would he put this
Listen,
up here?
if Velveteen Dream comes back, bro, it is going to be a fucking disaster.
Oh, God.
Do you think WWE is going to do that? It's going to be a PR nightmare.
No.
With Triple H and Stephanie running shit, bro, that's the last thing they want.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening, bro.
Do I think Velveteen Dream could have been a main event guy? Yes.
They have a lot of goodwill with the fans and the public right now, and the shareholders and the networks, and they are not trying to step on anything to mess any of that up right now.
Otis, I didn't get your member message, bro. What happened here? I didn't get your member message, Otis. I don't understand. YouTube is fucking ridiculous, man. Seriously.
I've been having issues with YouTube too, man.
Otis, I don't even have your member message here, man. And I apologize for that, bro. YouTube, this is a notorious YouTube thing, brother.
Yep.
Yes, Velveteen Dream will never be back in the WWE. Let me see. Who am I missing? Scorpio here. Thank you for the J. Cargill comment, $2 super chat. Dotson with the 3-month membership. Thank you, Dotson. OTS for life, still on subscriber lockdown. LOL. I'm sorry that they unsubscribed you, bro. Yeah,
TK did
hologram.
not
Before the
send-
stream started, when I go live, when I have the viewer activity on my stream pulled up, and when I go live, it all deletes. What were you saying, Jesse?
Somebody said TK sent a third party after BC on YouTube. Guys, real quick rundown of how YouTube works. Real quick. You upload something and YouTube has an automated algorithm type deal. Automated. So it automatically runs through your content and look for keywords and ban things and phrases and songs and stuff that shouldn't be. And if it comes up to something that is owned by someone else, I think what they do is they'll contact that person and be like, hey, we noticed some of your content on this page, should you claim it? And it's not Tony Khan sitting there with his phone doing it. It's the AEW media team saying, yes, this is our content, so sure. And that's where the strike comes from.
Well, maybe
Not
if people
Tony
didn't
Khan.
play the fucking live feeds that they're watching or include video or pictures or GIF. Listen, man, it's not anything to fuck around with. Tony Khan pays for that content, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants for it.
Yes. But he's not going around targeting his unfavorite or his favorite. It's all automated, guys.
Yeah.
Automated.
Captain Solo with a 14-month membership. How long is Chris Jericho signed to AEW with, and do you guys think he will make his way back to WWE? OTS for life. Thank you for the great shows. Captain Solo, I don't know how long he's with AEW, but I do think that he retires in WWE.
Oh, yeah. If he doesn't, he definitely goes back for his Hall of Fame
Yes.
induction for sure.
And Solo with a $5 super chat leaves me a good job emoji. Thank you, Captain Solo. Omega Kong with a $9.99 super chat. Great show. Always got me in good spirits. I'm listening while in the gym. Much love, JD, Jesse, Issa, and everyone. And Jesse hijacked OTS during the bathroom break was golden. No pun intended.
Tried, I got busted.
Bushi Clementine with a $5 super chat. If anyone is going to choke out anyone, it needs to be Tony Storm, and I volunteer as tribute. Bushi, get your mind out of the gutter, bro.
What?
You're going to have Juice Robinson to answer to, man.
Tell you, man, who wore it better? The PA assistant or fucking Dominic?
Man of 1,005 holds 12-month membership. Awesome Dynamite tonight. Enjoyed the women's cake tag team match. Just glad to be getting a whole week of wrestling. Golden Mike, I'm coming for you with a 12-month recommitment. Man of 1,005 holds. I appreciate you, brother. Shakoy with a $2 super chat. I am hyped for the AEW game. Any thoughts on it? Well, I gave my thoughts on it. I did an extra today, brother. You guys can go listen to that. I gave my thoughts on that. I think it looks great. I'm excited for it. Not much was shown, but it's looking good. And if you love the look of the No Mercy games, man, with a modern touch, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, for me, I think it's all about the gameplay, the simplicity of the gameplay. As opposed to like the 2K games where you got to do a combination of moves to try to get a simple suplex in or something like that. It's simple. It should be a game where you can pick up the controller, get a few seconds of direction, and just be able to play the game.
Yep.
You shouldn't have to figure out code for days. You should be able to grab someone, hit a button, do a move, rinse and repeat, and just add some fun. Just make it just like the old, THQ games, man. It was so fucking fun.
Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. My favorite band is Green Day.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro. My favorite band is Alter Bridge, and they have a new album coming out October 14th. Pawns and Kings. They already released the title track, and it's fucking great. 7 minutes of epic metal. Golden Boy with a $20 super chat. I don't understand the dweebs. Papa H and Tony Khan will have these shows top notch. I don't care if it's Nick Khan, Genghis Khan, Tony Khan, Papa Smurf, Papa John's, Papa H, as long as we enjoy wrestling overall. Great job, guys. Golden Boy, you got the comment of the evening, brother. Right there. Cheers to you, man.
All we need, man. We just want wrestling, bro.
Just watch fucking wrestling. I don't know how anybody can complain about Monday Night Raw this past Monday. I would love to know what was wrong with the show and what was not wrong with Vince McMahon's Raw 3 weeks ago. That's what I want to know.
Because people are trained and conditioned to dislike something, and they don't like change and don't want to. They like to dislike it, if that makes any sense.
And Anaconda Vice with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Jesse. Love you guys. Good nights. says Anaconda Vice with a 199 super chat. It was a good night, guys, and we are about to get out of here. Jesse, any parting words before I close up shop here and close the venue down?
No. Told everybody what was going on during the break. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And if I offended you in any way, fuck off. Just fuck off.
Who did you offend?
I don't
I offend everybody. I offend somebody daily.
Right.
It's my job.
I can't wait to wake up to my Twitter in the morning and see who I offended tonight.
Welcome to the life of a YouTube streamer, bro.
Jeez, man.
I don't believe he said that. Oh my God.
Jesus.
It's wrestling opinion. How could he?
So tired of people, man.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hey, yo, Tony, you want a dumb juice and hop in the Mustang, please? I'll send you. Never mind. I'm gonna say something before I get myself fucking canceled over here. Jesus fucking Christ.
Just enjoy your magazine, bro.
What magazine? The only magazine shit I saw was on Twitter, bro. Give me a break.
Gotcha.
Fucking guy. Anyway, guys, listen. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm assuming with an extra. I'm going. Unfortunately, I have to go to a Mets and Braves game at Citi Field.
Unfortunately, you don't enjoy going to Braves games?
I don't know, man. I don't have a good feeling about this series. Plus, I'm the type of guy that likes watching this shit at home, man. So, I'll be at Citi Field tomorrow, guys. So, nothing tomorrow night. Maybe an extra in the afternoon. I'll be back live Friday for SmackDown and Rampage live on Off the Script. Go check out the extras from today, talking about Triple H and all the changes that he wants to bring and implement to Monday and Friday night. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Links are down below in the description. Thank you for the 1,000 minimum. Thank you for the super chats. Continue to join the channel as a member and go VIP. And follow me on social media, like I said, guys. Very important. Keep up to date on everything at JDfromNY206. I need two things from you guys before I get out of here. Number one, I need those guitar emojis in the chat. I need those Mustang emojis for all my VIPs. I know you got them. And number two, I need that music on Max. Thank you to everybody tonight. And I'll see you live Friday again right back here at the Beer Garden for SmackDown and Rampage on OTS. I'll see you guys later.